Hello and welcome into the one, the only, the best Mario Kart tournament in Las Vegas, Nevada, probably in the entire United States of America. This is here, and we are getting ready and getting karted up for some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe action. I'm Ryder My Pidgey. This is Logan, and we are currently going to be bringing you the fast-paced green shells, red shells, blue shells. Everything under the sun is going to get thrown at you. But how are you doing tonight, Logan?
I am absolutely amazing. It is great to be back here in the HyperX Arena inside of the luxurious Luxor Hotel and Casino. And ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems, I've got one question for you, and one question only. Are you ready?
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. We're all here for some amazing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe action. If you didn't know, it's going to be 150cc, and we're going to be bringing you all of that action right here, right now, breaking down the gameplay and making sure you are all up to date with this very, actually 10-year-old game. It's crazy, and it's still as popular as ever.
It is 10 years old, and I hope for Nintendo's sake that you're working on a new one, and I want to see the kitchen sink. Every single broadcast you ask me, what do I want to see in the new Mario Kart? And I want to see the kitchen sink so that I can say they threw everything at him, and the kitchen sink.
Just let that sink in, you know? How crazy would that be?
I saw what you did there.
All right, thank you. I tried. But I'm just super excited. We have a full house tonight of racers that are looking to be a part of this amazing, fantastic tournament. I mean, honestly, it's actually a Saturday Speedway.
It's not Saturday night Speedway. It's Saturday Speedway.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes, normally we have this tournament late at night. So, not late, but it's around 6 o'clock. You know, that's when this tournament normally starts. But today, we have an event tomorrow here at the arena. So, we said, hey, voted in the community. Did you want to start it earlier? And everyone said yes. They wanted this tournament to start a little bit earlier so that we can come back and enjoy this wonderful game and get a part and maybe make some cash money.
Now, we see some of these beautiful contestants behind us that come here each and every single week to battle it out. Right here under the lights in the arena, we've got Immortal behind us, but guess what, Jackie Juarez? We have the top players in the arena right here tonight. I believe the top 11 are in the house, ready to battle it out under the lights on the big stage and get it done for their chance to cash in on a little bit of that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
It's an amazing tournament. There's a lot of money on the line. $700 prize pool for the top 12 contestants. So guess what? It breaks down, and you can look it up on start.gg, seeing how the tournament breakdown pricing goes down. But yeah, $700 on the line. Top 12, the grand finalists of tonight, will all be getting paid out in this tournament, and paid out every single week, mind you. This is not just a once tournament, you know, they're trying it out. No, there has been over 200 snackaronis of these bad boys. And guess what? Next week, we're going to have another, and the week after, and the week after. These are the weekend tournaments, as well as Fortnite tournaments on the weekend as well. So Fridays are Fortnites, Saturdays are Mario Kart, and we even have more tournaments coming up momentarily. If Logan, you want to bring us through that a little bit.
Let me do that right now. We've got the Winter Series about to take over here. We've got Warzone Duos on the 27th of December, the 28th. We've got Counter-Strike 2. That's right, a little bit of that CSGO 2. We've got Black Ops on the 29th, and yes, that's Black Ops 6, everybody. It's going to be a gunfight. Get your guns and oil them up early. And then on the 3rd, after the new year, we've got Frags, Reload, Duos. Oh, man, I had a blast doing that last time. And then, of course, on the 4th, we'll be back in the house for Speedway Duos. And we end the Winter Series event schedule on the 5th, the regular event schedule on the 5th, with the Whistle featuring sports. Oh, you know what? That's where you get to come down to the arena, watch real sports, and have some fun. We've got specials all day and all night long. Get down here. Bring a whistle with you. Bring a yellow flag. Throw it out. Just throw it out. Throw it at Chris's feet and be like, no, sir, I don't want that today. And then the main events we've got on the 10th of January, we've got Frags. On the 11th, we've got Speedway with us two characters. And on the 12th, we, of course, have Knockdown. That is our Winter Series. If you want to know more, get online and get involved. One of the easiest ways for you to get involved is just to go to the twitch.tv/Allied Esports channel. And you can catch us on any of the social medias, Allied Esports. Get involved right here at the HyperX Arena.
There you go. Or look up HyperXArenaLasVegas.com and you'll be able to see all of these tournaments that we just described and see the pricing breakdowns and what you're going to be able to get out of it for participating in those tournaments. And many of these tournaments are also going to have trophies distributed to the winners. So there's a lot going on this winter for this arena, and I'm just excited to be a part of it.
Speaking about being excited, have you actually seen the trophies yet?
Oh yeah, I saw one. I saw one of them.
They're crystal. They're big. And you know what? Dateline's going to have a special about them because they are heavy and they can do some damage. But look, I don't want you to do that. I want you to win them, and I want you to take them home and put them on a pedestal and look at your parents, your grandparents, your brothers, sisters, uncles, cousins, nephews, daughters, roommate, and say, look what I did. Because each and every single Saturday, I hear my mom in the back of my head saying, you can't win money playing video games. Well, guess what, Mom? You're wrong. You're wrong. Because each and every single person who is here has their chance at the prize pool of 700 smackaroonies.
It's insane. Every single week, our Fortnite tournament. Also, $1,000 prize pool for the top 10 contestants as well. So whenever you're just thinking about what should I do this weekend, guess what? Come down to the HyperX Arena. We're having tournaments every single weekend and making sure that you're going to be able to go home and have better odds winning money here than you would going out there.
And a lot of people might say, hey, it's under the lights, it's on the big stage, I don't know if I can come to play. But I got to tell you this, the community here is strong. You can come on in, and these men, women, theys and thems, they will ingratiate you into this community. I got back here, we haven't been here for weeks, and I got this lovely drawing from one of our awesome compatriots out there. And this is so dope. It's the Noid. Anybody know that? Do you know the Noid?
I did not know the Noid.
I'm old. But this makes me feel good. So thank you so much for this, Jaylene. I appreciate you so very much. Look at that. That's the Noid, and it's sparkly. That's going to go up on my refrigerator.
It's a really good drawing.
It is a really good drawing, right?
It's pretty fire.
And that's going to go up on my fridge.
There you go. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's amazing. I told you this when we first, started commentating together, that this is one of the best communities that I've been a part of. Just the fact that everyone's here to see others do well in the game, wants you to race faster. They will tell you if you have questions. Also, we'll give you the answers if you have questions about the game as well as we get it started. But they're just here to help you out and really just be supportive of one another. That's the great thing about the communities that are being built here at the HyperX Arena. I feel like, especially even if you come down for the fighting game tournaments on Mondays, Friday frags, any one of them, everyone's just so nice and welcoming and chill. It really isn't anything like it anywhere else.
Hey, if you talk to the staff here, I'm sure Mike and David will let you know I have been known to hang out here on my off days. And you know why? Because the excitement here, as Mean Gene Okerlund used to say, you can cut it with a knife. And everybody here wants you to come down and have fun. There's great food, there's great beverages, and there's great people. And on top of it, we've got video games and money.
Doesn't get better than that, in my opinion. I mean, truly, I don't think, especially when I was like in middle school and even going into high school, showing my age a little bit, I couldn't even think about going to an arena and there is going to be a tournament, especially Mario Kart of all things, right? I never expected it to be a competitive tournament at all, but yet it is. The competitive scene of Mario Kart is absolutely insane. It is as alive as it's ever been. There's giant tournaments all around the country that have giant prize pools.
You casted one that was a $5,000 prize. I mean, come on, Mario Kart?
Prize pool, yeah. Free-for-all tournament, the first place winner went home with over $2,000. It was absolutely amazing. That's in MomoCon in Atlanta. And then we had DreamHack as well, which was a $5,000 prize pool as well for Mario Kart. So if you're looking for a game that you want to put some time into, that's very fun, entertaining, for all ages, this is the game to play, and there's money to be made.
Well, here's the thing, though. Look, we've had some of my best friends in the creator world come down here and compete, and they always say, oh, I'm just going to win. No, you're not.
Oh.
No, you're not.
You're being too negative. Come on. You're not going to. Oh, come on. Come on.
Hey, Merc Anthony didn't even get past the first round because our competitors that are here each and every single week, that top 11, you can't slow them down.
Oh, and like you're already seeing Emery slowing down that Rosalina with that green shell drag. If you didn't know, this is one of the meta cards in the game. This is Birdo, but Birdo and Yoshi share the same stats, so you can pick Mr. Scooty with the roller tires. That's a really good cart loadout. And someone we haven't seen in a while, Jadex, is back with us again.
Jadex is in the house. I didn't recognize them without their custom t-shirt on. But here they go. And you know what? I love it when you skip the parking lot. There's a lot of room to be made up right there.
There we go. Now we got Zach on the screen with another meta loadout. You got the Yoshi, Teddy Buddy, and Azor roller tires. They're the same thing. Roller and Azor roller, same thing, different color. But this is the main meta loadout in the game right now. So if you're trying to figure out, hey, what cart should I start with? Start with those and then experiment from there. But always be equipping those roller tires. I don't make the rules, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, you're going to hear roller tires out of his mouth a lot if you're not using them.
Exactly.
As this Bullet Bill, you know what? You don't even have to control Bullet Bill. Let it do its thing as we hit Gem 3, not choosing to go over the parking lot and catches that red right up behind.
Remember, you can back that boomerang too. Just press back on the left stick and throw your item. That's all you got to do and be able to protect yourself. It gives you 3 chances. It doesn't break. So the boomerang's a really good defensive item. And I feel like, especially if you're just starting playing this game, playing defensive is the way to go. That's the best way to play. But right now we do have Jadex and Emery on this top 2 run at this point. Currently Jadex in second place, got the mushroom, avoids the banana on the road just barely. I thought they were going to run right into it. Blue Shell on the way, trying to do it after you, but Jadex sees it too. So they both slow down, trying to avoid it, gets their item ghosted. Emery's just going to have to face take it, tries to slow down for the mushroom, cannot do it. Gets hit by the Blue Shell. Jadex takes over, dropping Emery down with the fire flower. Jadex grabs first place.
Winner, winner, steak and lobster for dinner. Why? Because we fancy. And Jadex gets the win. Emery, do you think she's going to regret that slowdown right there?
It's really hard to say, right? Because I feel like they did change a few patches ago how fast the Blue Shell locks onto you anyways. So you saw how much time they wasted by just sitting there waiting for the Blue Shell to maybe do it after you, which is not a bad choice at all.
You mean Purple Shell, by the way. Purple Shell.
Yeah, absolutely. Purple Shell. Purple Shell. Waiting for that to come, but then you realize they wasted like 2 or 3 seconds just sitting there, rather than saying, hey, okay, trying to do the after you, or waiting for it to come faster and then use the boost ramp to get you back up to top speed. So it's not a bad choice at all, in my opinion, but it's just unfortunate that Jadex also uses the mini-map, right? And he saw it coming and he said, I'm stopping too. You're not going to make me take that Blue Shell. I'm going to wait for you to get hit, and it worked out in the very end, taking that first place.
Well, you know what? Emery is going to make those adjustments. That's why she's one of the best.
Absolutely.
And still...
Number one.
Number one.
Number one.
Look, she's number 1 in your playbooks and number 1 in your hearts. Her name is Emery, and she's here to keep herself on top of the competition.
Yeah.
That's what it takes each and every single week as we look at Bobby's back right there. That, you know what?
Doesn't
that is such a Bobby digital pose.
It really is.
I'm not going to give you the money shot. You're going to get my back.
Oh, man. We're starting to back off onto Gem here. Waluigi Stadium, one of the DLC tracks. But the thing about this track is that it's very slippery. You're going to be sliding when wild. Just kidding. It's Cowabunga Bay now. It's one of those tracks where it's really hard to drive on. But if you learn the track, time trial it, you'll see that section on the left there. You'll be able to pass that mud section very easily. So this is definitely one of those tracks where it's most definitely going to be a skill issue to say for competitors who are not in first place, because if you don't time trial it, you're not going to learn all these faster routes.
Yeah, and I do want to go back. Emery coming in second place, this is the qualifiers, right?
Yes.
You just want to get top 3 each and every single time so that you
that is the
know,
best case.
so that you know you can move on to the semis. Right now, it's not important to get first each and every single time, except for pride, which we all know is part of Mario Kart.
Oh, absolutely. We actually haven't even explained how the tournament goes.
Let's do it.
What we're watching right now are the qualifiers. There's 4 races in a qualifier. By the end of those 4 races, that will determine who goes forward to the semifinalists. So top 24 from the qualifiers, top 24 points out of all the qualifiers, will be going forward to semifinals. And then top 6 from both of those semifinals will go forward to grand finals. It's as simple as that. Score high and you'll move forward to semifinals. That's all you really got to know. Jadex, though, going to be able to use that red shell into the piranha plant, chomp it away, misses the chomp on that competitor with that fire flower, but going to be able to get away from that and has a huge item in that pocket. But Emery right now just so far ahead, and it just goes to show why she is #1. I mean, look at how far ahead she is from Jadex, and they just popped the star at second.
And she is riding that half pipe like Tony Hawk right now, getting it done, making sure that she stays in that first position as we're looking on Kiro in 4th place right now. Taking that upper route and staying away from all those bad things that are there.
But right now, Zach playing extremely well. Here in 3rd place, going to be able to pop that star into the double item box. Beautiful move there. Emery finishing before they even, probably 5 seconds ahead, even probably farther than that between themselves in 2nd place.
And Jadex was, he took the blue shell for everybody else. Emery and Jadex just did a little flip-flop, kind of like the F1 race qualifiers this morning. They went from 1st to 2nd to 2nd and 1st, respectively. And Emery and Jadex are in control of this first qualifier right now.
Seeing Zach on the screen right now, being really happy. 3rd place is nothing to scoff at all, especially when you're going up against some of the best racers who come here week after week after week. You are competing against the best Las Vegas Mario Kart talent in this state. So it's absolutely insane.
Well, arguably some of the best Mario Kart players in the entire universe. Yeah, I'm just going to put it out there.
I mean, we just discovered aliens were in the ocean. You don't know if they have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in the ocean. Come on, let's
We just discovered this? Like, you really thought we were the only people here? Just saying.
I bet if one of those aliens walked in, they'd be able to at least take on one of us.
They'd be able to beat me in Mario Kart, I'll tell you that much.
You're not going to lose to an alien, are you? Come on. They come in 1v1 you. You cannot lose to an alien. You got to protect the human race somehow.
I'll take him at Baby Park all day long, all right? I'll take him at Baby Park. I got this.
Just make him want to leave the planet. They said, I never played this track.
This game is terrible. This is terrible, like Charles Barkley golf swing. I don't want to play this anymore.
But we are going to even a better track than Baby Park, Yoshi's Island. It's one of the DLC tracks, one of the original DLC tracks that they introduced. It's just a lot of fun. You got Fido in the top right over there. Guess what? They actually change. Like, sometimes he's sleeping, sometimes he's yapping. It's a really cool little detail that they add to this track. But right now we do see Zach just bumping 2 competitors into the big shoes and going to be able to drift their way, but misses the mini turbo, kind of bumped the wall there. So sometimes on ramps, it's better to just drift off the ramp and hold the mini turbo for when you land, because it's going to be faster than just tricking.
And remember, hold on to those items. Use them as a defensive mechanism. Don't just go all willy-nilly with them. There needs to be purpose behind your throwing.
There does. And you just saw right there, they had defense for that red shell, but then they have another defense. No, they're going to fall all the way down off the ramp, missing the... Oh, Hero did get the question mark. So if you hit those, guess what? You get to go on the red brick road and be able to find yourself in a really good spot, because if you miss that, it's gonna take you a lot longer to get into the second lap.
They wanted it to be a yellow brick road, but there were licensing issues there.
Yeah.
So we got a red brick road.
Thank you. I thought you would get where I'm going here.
Thank you.
Especially with Wicked coming out, I had to make the reference, you know?
Hey, somebody has to. Ariana Grande not tanning as much as she used to.
But Zach's going to get zapped by that thunder. Going to be, again, a little bit of sunburn there. But going to be able to have that piranha plant, getting rid of that red shell in the middle of the track. Gem, once again, got to use those mushrooms one at a time as well. Even when you're in the star, use them one at a time. You'll get more use out of them. Because if you use them all at once, it's like you only use one. So being able to just hold on to those and do what you can. But Gem, once again, going to get hit by that bullet bill. Drop it down to 8th place. But remember, there's 3 laps in a race. Don't give up just yet.
No, you got to pull yourself up by the Mario Kart bootstraps and get back into it as those boots were meant for walking. And those boots almost walked all over you.
That was going to be a... Oh, no! Kiro's star runs out right in front of the bomb. What an unfortunate timing. Kiro literally was playing with fire there. You know what? It was inevitable at that point.
I mean, that was just a timing incident right here as we check in on Emery, who is clearly in first place. And about to lap somebody if we're not careful.
And gonna be able to say, hey, guess what? Not as big of a lead as Waluigi Stadium, but still having a lead nevertheless. Third race down, Jadex in second, and that's gonna round us out for Zach in third once again, doing work right now.
We get a repeat while Emery goes back-to-back victory!
Can't complain about that. 15 points into the bank once again. And Kiro here in fourth place. Guess what? You know, like I was saying, all it matters is that you're getting a high point total, right? We always talk about it around 30. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Between 27 and 34, depending on who's here. We have the top 11 players in the house, so I'm going to go with 34 this time.
Yeah, you know, there's a possibility. So we don't know just yet. You have to wait until all the qualifiers are done for you to know whether or not, and unfortunate that we did get a disconnect in the lobby. Someone unfortunately left. But like I was saying, you got to wait for all the qualifiers to be done so that we know, or you know, if you're going to make it into semifinals or not. We're going to have charts up to show you who's on the bubble and who's not, and you'll be able to know by then. But like we said, we don't really know exactly what the point total is going to be to make it into semis.
Educated guess.
Educated guess. And until we start to see those on the bubbles and we get down the line with these qualifiers. But we do have the final race of the first qualifier, serving it up Gary's way. We're going to Mushroom Gorge, the actual good gap cut.
Yes, this is a fun map, and a little bit psycho.
Invader Zoe, Invader
I like
Zim.
that.
That was kind of crazy. Whale howdy.
That's going to be fun to say.
Howdy. I say howdy do all the time.
Howdy do.
Howdy do. I just think it's not, I think it's chill, you know, it's like it starts you off with a smile being like, why would you say that? And I say, why not, you know?
It's a very Pidgey thing to say.
It is, it is. We got Jadex right here. Going all the way down to fourth. Unfortunately, actually a really nice move there. You saw them go wide intentionally because the person in front of them had a red shell, so they weren't targeted by that red shell. They already worked their way up to third because they didn't get hit by that red shell. They went wide for just a split second. It's a very good move there. Kiro here at third.
I saw.
Almost
missed.
Hey! Kiro making the first gap cut of the night on Mushroom Gorge, but Emery's right there, going to be able to take over first place with those beautiful mini turbos and those nice lines. But guess what? Kiro's still right on their tail.
Now these players get to practice before they get in here, and a lot of players were playing this particular map early, so we should have some players warmed up. They've got their thumbs all warmed up for this map, and this is Zach falling to fourth place.
Yeah, it's a very it's not too difficult, like you see, it's pretty straightforward, but there are strats like that where you, guess what, you drift the other way off that mushroom, and then you're going to be able to bounce even farther. Emery, using the banana to dodge the blue shell. Why they do that is because when you get hit by the blue shell, it stops all your momentum. But if you run into a banana, it keeps your momentum going forward. So if you're able to hit those before you get hit by a blue shell, you will be going a little bit faster than just getting stopped in your tracks. But right now, Kiro in first. Will he be able to do the double gap cut to keep his first place run? Does he go for it is the question. Hey! I didn't think he'd do it, but he did it. Emery there in second place. Jadex trying the gap cut, hits the fence. The shot comes out, but he doesn't lose his spot. It's all good there in third.
It's all good in the Mario Kart hood as Zach is going to fall into fourth place, but still a great showing for Zach. Man, this is the competition that we expected.
Absolutely.
This is En Fuego right off the bat.
Already starting full throttle, being able to say, hey, I'm taking big risks for a big reward, and that's what Kiro was able to do, bring himself back. We got those final scores from those pods. We got that Jadex in second place, Kiro in third, and Emery in first, respectfully. Honestly, really great racing so far. I'm really excited for what happens in the second qualifier, but that's been a very, very fun qualifier to say the least.
Yeah, now here's a question for you. We saw some people bouncing off mushrooms without tricking. How important is it for a competitor to make sure that they trick off of each and every single jump?
I mean, it's like I said, you got to be able to know which ones you're supposed to do. We saw on Mushroom Gorge, guess what? You drift to the left first, and then you jump off that first mushroom. It will line you up perfectly for the next mushrooms. But if you're just jumping one at a time on those mushrooms, you're going to be seeing yourself going left, right, left, right. You're going to be looking like me on the racetrack where I didn't time trial that. So I don't know exactly how to do it. But you're seeing there's certain spots where, hey, sometimes you don't want to trick off a ramp, you know? There's certain cannon sections where you're going to realize, hey, not tricking equals faster. Doesn't make sense, but that's just the way they made the game. That's how long this game's been out, where all these competitors have really put in the time to say, hey, I'm going to save 0.2 seconds by doing this, but you're seeing why it helps you so much with Emery's lead that she had time and time again. She knows these little strategies that add up in terms of how far away the second place racer is.
And we were able to see that, well, let's just put it this way. Somebody made the cut on that last jump, and Jadex fell all the way into the cavern, but still was able to keep their third place finish there. Diminishing returns, maybe if you don't make the jump, but if you don't try it, you will be remiss. It'll be that thing that will keep you up at night.
You don't just try and never succeed. Am I right? That's what I'm saying.
Put yourself out there, man.
You know, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. And I was saying that, especially last night, I got to commentary some Fortnite. I was like, if you don't do it here, you're never going to do it like anywhere else, right? If you're not going to be able to attempt these risky plays, you're not gonna, like, why, like, this is the time to do it. This is the tournament. This is when you really want to show that you've been practicing, that you've been prepared, and you're ready to do what you can do to win these races. And at the end of the day, if you're doing it at home, you're not making money at home.
All right, well, looks like we've got some final scores here for the quals. Let's find out who's on top.
We got Emery in first place with 51 points, but Jadex right behind her in second with 49 points. Kiro in third with 45. Zach in fourth, a very nice placement with 39. And Jem right there, though, 14-point difference in fifth place with 25 points. Still not a bad point total, but we'll see by the end of these qualifiers, will it be enough? Beamer Boy in sixth with 15 points. Yo Mama in seventh with 10 points. Didn't know she was here yet. Yeah, Robin Hood in 8th with 4 points. And unfortunately, these competitors did not show up. They signed up but forgot to set their alarms, so they were not a part of this qualifier. So unfortunate that they did not stick around long enough to be a part of the racing, but we are getting ready with qualifier number 2 momentarily.
And I just want to point out that the top 3 in that first qual to finish are all HyperX ranked performers.
They are not ranked for no reason.
No.
They are here for a reason, because they have been grinding this game for years, man. They know the game. And even though, like, you know, I know we hype up the ranked competitors, right?
We do.
We're like, oh my God, they're so good. But remember, the
They
game
are.
gives you the items you need to take them out. It's up to you to use those items to win the game, right? If you're just spamming out triple greens right when you get them, spamming out triple reds right when you get them, you're not going to win the race. You're not. You got to be able to wait for your time to strike. Just like any other game, Mario Kart is not just going to hold your hand to help you throw those items. The items are your #1 source to take down these top racers.
Yeah, it's not like what they're clearing out on the strip right now, the F1 races where it's just racing. Look, this is Mario Kart. Yes, do you need to know the tracks? Do you need to know the
would be
shortcuts?
better with bananas on the road. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, if we had a purple shell, yeah, see what I did there? I'm just saying. Hey, last year
He's colorblind. I'm sorry.
Last year we had shells that they were those little potholes that kept popping up.
Oh yeah,
that's true. Remember that?
You know what? That was kind of fire. That kind of gave me Mario Kart vibes.
It did. It
know
gave
what?
me
Do you
Mario
admit
Kart
it?
vibes. Hey, Oliver, give a wave to the camera. He's like,
the turnaround's
did
crazy.
he just give me the no, I'm busy look?
He literally was like, not today. No. We are trying to get 12 competitors set up in these race pods right now, but right now we are going down the line. We got Zavgo, absolutely amazing musician, by the way, if you didn't know. They
I did
are
not know.
Extremely talented, and they're like actually super talented.
How do we check them out?
Super talented. I actually don't know. I would really love to know, because yeah, he loves making music. It's one of the things that they're passionate about, and it's really cool. But right now, going down the line to all of these other players, 13 on the screen, gonna be able to see them looking fresh always.
So fresh and so clean.
Clean, exactly. Hey, Mr. Clean, am I right? Woo!
And here we go, a little bit psycho. Look at that shirt. Loving that. Loving that,
The
by the
Hello
way.
Kitty shirt going fire.
Love pink. It's one of my favorite colors. And don't you call
Actually?
it salmon. Yeah, it is actually. And if you call it salmon, that's just doing it dirty, okay?
Yeah, because salmon's like colored.
What's
you know?
up, Ramen Noodles?
Hey, Ramen Noodle Squad, let's go.
Yo, give a wave, bro.
That's
yeah,
fire.
there you go. There you go.
That's a cool sweatshirt. Actually, that is really cool. I love it.
That's Mike's favorite dish. If you're here,
That is true,
go up
too.
and ask for a water or soda from Mike, and let him know how much. Oh, yeah, you're on camera too. See, if you look up at yourself, now give a wave. Give us a wave.
There you go.
Hey!
Yeah, no, it's what's so cool about Mario Kart is that all ages, no matter who you are, this game connects with you in whatever way, right?
Yeah.
You know what? It doesn't matter if you're young, old, or otherwise. We have parents being able to play on stage with their kids, and it's so cool to see that literally no matter who you are, what age, it just doesn't matter. You can play Mario Kart and enjoy it and have a great time on the biggest stage in Las Vegas.
And everybody feels as though they can be a champion at Mario Kart. And
Absolutely.
That's one of the things that I love about the game is it doesn't matter
That's
who
what
you
love
are.
about it?
Yeah,
Because
because
then you get smashed and demolished. You're like, I'm a champion at this game.
I watch Little League to watch kids cry, okay? Okay?
And kids have cried here. I will not lie to you. There has been some moments, especially we used to have a baby park it was like a second chance sort of thing. Oh man, some kids were sad. It is brutal. It breaks my heart sometimes. But you know what? Right now we are on Bobby in first place. On a little bit of a different kart loadout. You got the F-Zero set up, but 13 gonna get hit by that green shell.
Yes, as we check in on 13 and 4th place. Got slowed down. They got to be careful here. If you're going to make the pass, use those mushrooms effectively because that red shell is going to come up. Yeah, and there it is. Right on cue. Red shell taking 13, but not slowing him down. He's actually in 3rd place, still holding on to that one red shell. They're going to be able to sit there, but the lightning gets them. And lightning.
Where's the green? Oh, no, not again. That was straight lined up. I didn't know if they had invincibility frames or not, but it did not look like a good situation there.
No.
And currently, we're going to be seeing Zavgo in 2nd place. Grabs that double item box, but Bobby's still in 1st. Going to be able to grab an all right loadout, but there's some more item boxes coming up. Going to be able to roll right through them. Doesn't go for more. What? Oh, my heart breaks. Everything's going wrong in this race right now. But we got Rory's, and they're going to be in 5th place currently. Try to avoid the bullet bills. He tried to get out of the way.
That's the
Almost
second
had
time we've seen that, by the way. Get out of the center of the map, please.
Yeah, that's rule number 1, especially for blue shells and bullet bills. They're going right down the middle. Just go right or left. Trust me, it's going to be better.
It will be better, as Little Bit Psycho is not a little bit better. She gets that lightning flash, splash, as everybody else does as we check in on 13 and 3rd place.
Oh, Bobby going to get hit by that blue shell, but you already see the lead on the mini-map. They had about, I would say, an 8-second lead between themselves and 2nd place, getting trimmed down to around 3. We'll see if that's going to be enough to give them that 1st place finish. Go right behind them, going to be able to have the banana in hand. Not going to be able to snipe them out, though, a little bit too far away. So we'll see what happens here. Got to be able to throw it and kind of block off that double item box with those double bananas. So we'll see if that's going to work out for some other competitors. But right now, Zavgo's going to bump the wall, not use the mushroom for that shortcut. But Bobby going to get hit by the shock. And guess what? That blue shell's going to pass Zavgo and lock onto Bobby right past the finish line in 1st place. Breaking it all down. 13! Takes advantage of that shock dodge, grabbing 2nd place, and Zavgo in 3rd.
Bobby Digital with the victory right now, with Little Bit Psycho coming in 4th place. Bobby, with his back to us right now, was backing the competition up and making sure that he showed up and showed out and showed everybody what he's all about.
It's absolutely insane to
like
see
what
it.
I just said.
There you go. There you go. It's very, very nice.
Thank you.
But I just love to see all the talented competitors here. You know, I talked about it at the beginning of the stream. I never thought Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or Mario Kart in general was like a competitive game and they had competitive scenes. But they do. They're super competitive. And you're seeing, hey, the game gives you the items to protect yourself, to give yourself defense, what ways you can be faster on the racetrack. And it's very, very simple to just pick up the game, boot up a time trial, and see how you can get faster and faster and faster and learn that way. I mean, that's what I love about the game. It's a very much a easy to pick up but high skill
yes.
ceiling for this game.
Isn't that the way most video games are? You know,
I wouldn't think for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We're not talking about Elden Ring here, okay?
Exactly.
You know, like at the end of the day, we're racing around a track with mushrooms and turtle shells. Let's just be honest.
That's just a normal Saturday night. I
Just
don't
a
know what
normal
you're talking
Saturday.
about.
It's just a normal Saturday.
That's nothing different. What we're talking about is Mario Kart here, man. That's what we're
talking about. Mario Kart? Are we talking about Mario Kart? Really?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
We're not talking about a game.
A little bit.
We're talking about Mario Kart.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
All right, let's make sure.
Zavgo, though, going to be able to grab that item box and grab an item there. If you're first, sometimes normally like a 90% rate of grabbing a coin in that first slot, so you normally want to chill in second and go into first, or grab the double item box if you are in first. Right now we do have Invader Zoe going to be here in 8th place. Grabs those triple mushrooms. Going to be able to chill for the time being on a really nice start loadout. We talked about it. This is Fruity Yoshi roller tires. Doesn't get better than that. Got to use those mushrooms one at a time though. Use them all at once, it's like using one, but a little bit Psycho almost gets bumped off the track. That green shell's bouncing, but it cracks off the side of the wall.
There was a little bit of bump and grind as Little Bit Psycho falls into 9th place right now, tricking over and making it happen. Will she be able to get up there? And look at that, bump and grind, baby.
And honestly, it's really just been a non-stop go-karting battle.
Rubbing is racing.
You know what? It is absolutely insane with going back and forth, just trying to bump off people off the track because there's not really many guidelines or even fencing on this track. So if you get bumped off to the side, you are losing a lot of spots. But right now, 13 almost gets squished by the boulder, goes through the double item box, and now going to be able to grab another, guess what, Beyblade battle to 2nd and 3rd place.
As we check in on Zavgo in 2nd place with 3 green shells, and he is the moon of those 3 green shells as he tries to escape the blue shell and does just that. The blue shell is on Bobby. Bobby hits the banana, and that was the defense against that blue shell.
Yeah, you know what? Just using anything to help you out, but it's not going to be enough. Zavgo lands the snipe, checks that back camera, backs the green shell, and is going to be able to confirm this first place finish more likely than not, unless there's imaginary boulder that's going to drop from the side of the steel, from the side of the walls. But Zavgo in first place, got the mushroom, got the green shell, don't even need to use it. Gonna be able to hold on to them to the very end. Great snipe by Zavgo with that green shell.
And that is a big finish as we look at Well Howdy in 3rd place right there. That's going to be fun to say all night long.
Well howdy, especially if they keep on going forward. You know what? I want to see you in semifinals so we can keep saying it.
Yeah.
Well howdy.
Well howdy.
Hey, 3rd place is great. That's 10 points
Yeah.
to your total point score. And if you're able to even grab top 6, even like consistently, you're going to be finding yourself most likely into semifinals.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's like the first goal.
Well, that's your goal.
Exactly.
That's your goal, is just get to the semis. Then when you get to the semis, we can start talking about what you need to do to get to that grand finals. Because each and every single person in the grand finals gets a little bit of what?
Do re mi mi mo cash money. Hey.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Yeah.
He's not very musical, but that's okay.
You know, I used to be back in the day, back in my high school
When you were a teenager
era.
with a little bit of gold in a pager, you used to read Word Up magazine with Salt and Pepper, Heavy D up in the limousine.
Yes.
Just saying.
But we are currently, I told you. I just heard that from
I
here
heard
too.
that too.
Toad Harbor, though, gonna be our next track. I love this track. It's a lot of fun. It's very straightforward, very simple. There's not much to it, but there is, if you practice the game, like we've talked about time and time again, there's a lot of spots where you can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we'll be breaking it down for you on this one, in the 3rd race of this qualifier.
And this is one of those races you need to get out in front.
Yeah, it is. This is not a bagging track. You cannot stay in the back and catch up. You have to race and race fast.
And I like the left track on this, right where we're looking. Oh!
Not where you're looking.
Into the water. Bowser
That's
goes
not what
deep.
we're talking about. Not that left side of the track.
No,
right?
not that left side. That was the wrong left side.
You got to
The other left.
Yes. You know the ramp that you were supposed to go off? Yeah, there you go. And even though he's actually playing one of the heaviest characters in the game, and he still got bumped off into the water, which is crazy.
Yeah, literally, Bowser should be able to just... Oh, look at that green shell taking a little bit psycho.
Literally non-stop getting backed by green shells. I would be tilted if I was her.
Zavgo just bouncing off the walls again like he was Sugar Colt, holding on to that mushroom for dear life right now as they come into 3rd with a little bit of help from that. Whoa.
Damn, honestly, that was extremely close calls.
Yeah.
Wow!
Goes the dynamite, and Void is in 6th place now.
That is so unfortunate. You're just driving in a straight line. Guess what? Bomb. That's the Mario Karted that we want to see. Currently now, we got Baby on the screen in 6th place. Going to be able to have that golden mushroom. Grab some points. Remember, those points are not on the road just for aesthetics. They actually help your top speed. If you get to 10, you're maxing out your top speed.
And just like Patrick Swayze said, no one puts Baby in a corner as we check in on Zoe in 6th place.
Gator Zim, that's what we're saying. Gonna be here, gonna be able to grab that single item box. Always go for the doubles though. That right side doubles is going to help you out a lot. But Toad Harbor, we talked about it. It's a front running track. Oh, and it's about to change it all up. 13 once again, dodging in a star just like they did on Peach Gardens. Except they were in a ghost on that one. Gonna be able to have that bullet bill though, working it up and trying to get it even closer to first place. But the closer you are to first place, the less longer it lasts when you use it.
Yeah, so exactly. Now that they pop it, do you think that was a good place to pop?
Oh, absolutely. Look how long it's lasting right now.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane. Still duking it out with third place. Got the triple red. Doesn't put him in front of him, so he's going to have to use one of them for them. Will they be able to double red first place before they pass the finish line? They're not even going for it, so Bobby, free run in first place. And now 13! I don't even know what happened, but they're going to get hit out by Zobgo and drop down to third.
And just like that, these places can change so quickly. And Bobby with a back-to-back victory, getting it done, showing everybody what he is all about. Whew.
What a race so far, though. Honestly, it's back-to-back. I'm loving the item usage for the most part.
Yes.
Seeing those bomb snipes, seeing the confidence with the green shell snipes, saying, hey, I'm lined up now, throw the green shell, snipe them off the side. But if you hear your name, you are up in the next qualifier. We got Ankles, Taco Cat, Sloppy Gunner, Alley Cat, Bird Person. Hey, is that a Rick and Morty reference?
Heck Riser.
Heck Riser. Excuse me, this is a PG stream.
Do you know what type of cheese that is? That's mascarpone.
Mascarpone. I think we literally just played Jackbox, and that was one of the questions if that was a cheese. Puggles.
It is a cheese. It's a dessert cheese.
That's why I didn't even know. Soggy Crown and Ouija. If you heard your name, please get light up to the side of the arena and just find Oliver, and he'll be able to line you guys up and get ready for the next qualifiers. We get into this final race. But yeah, I didn't even know that. It was one of the questions on Trivia Murder Party. I did mascarpone. What are you even talking about? That's a state.
I am full of useless information. Obviously, if you've watched this broadcast at any point, you realize that this brain is full of stuff that literally goes nowhere except for places like this.
Is learning about a dessert cheese really useless information? Being like, oh, I should check that out now. Maybe it's good. Is it good?
Well, it is. It's a dessert cheese.
Well,
what about cheese and
cheese?
Do you not like mascarpone and honey? Try that sometime. All right, here we are. We're into our fourth of the four qualifiers in qualifier number 2, and we are with Little Bit Psycho currently in 5th place.
Gonna be bumped to the side a little bit. Got some triple greens of their own. You know what? With how many times they've gotten hit by greens, I'm glad they're able to, guess what, use a little bit of karma. Uh-oh, that's what you do.
You I blame you.
That would have been a terrible situation if they just got backed right after they get some own green shells. But the Boo is going to come in and take away 13's defense. They're going to have to wait. Gets item screen. That Yoshi taking up every single item in his path, and he's going to get ready for it.
Yeah, and just got bumped up on that corner. Cut the corner a little bit too thin and caught the edge. Oh! And speaking of catching, Zobgo almost caught a green shell to the face.
This has been the story of this qualifier is green shells, green shells, green shells, green shells, back green shells.
A lot of back green shells. But you know what? We're not seeing, well, I spoke too soon. I was going to say we're not seeing a lot of willy-nilly throwing around, but...
Oh my god, the red and the bomb, the triple greens,
well,
everything
howdy.
you poke it into existence. And you know what? You're going to be saying, well, howdy indeed to every single item getting thrown at you. Going back to Little Bit Psycho.
A Little Bit Psycho holding on to that star, pops it, rocks it, and ready to get crazy. Let's see how effective they use that. Yeah, you're right. Well, I didn't need it.
And once again, getting hit by those green shells. That's been Little Bit Psycho's mortal enemy, really. Yeah. She's not doing anything wrong. She's just getting passed with people with greens, and she's getting hit by those greens, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, green shell's not getting a Christmas card from Little Bit Psycho this year.
No, absolutely not. But Zobgo's trying to hand out Christmas cards of his own. But this Christmas card is going to hurt. And guess what? It's going to be some triple reds going forward to first place. But I don't even think they're going to try and hit Bobby in first because, my goodness, they are so far ahead. They're literally playing soccer in another state as everyone else is trying to catch up to them.
Yeah, as Bobby gets hit with that red shell, might be a little too late on that. And as you might be fighting for second, third, and fourth right now, as Bobby is clearly in first place.
Yep, and 13, going to be able to scrape his way by in second place. Zavko in third. And, well, howdy! In fourth. I think we're going to be seeing them in semis easily. With how consistent they've been, top 4 placement, you can't complain about it.
No, that's just a fun name to say. Thank you for that, by the way. And Soggy Crayon, I just want to point out, pick another color. Okay? If your crayon's soggy, just pick another color, roll with that, okay? I need you to use like the 64 to the 100, and it's not like 114. Have you seen this?
Yeah, yep, there's a ginormous one.
I still can't stay into the lines, though. I can't stay in the lines. I always want to go outside of the lines. Don't keep me in your box, Crayola.
That's not what you want to do. You want to think outside the box when it comes to Mario Kart. Guess what? That's what we're here to do, here to learn and everything else. But yes, Soggy Crown, pick a new color. That's all you got to do. But you know what? I'm excited to see how this next qualifier is going to go down, because this one, the comparative, like you're seeing, everyone has their own gameplay style with Mario Kart, which is really cool in my opinion. The first qualifier was all about, hey, guess what? Utilizing mushrooms. But this one was utilizing items nonstop, backing those greens, throwing those bombs forward, disrupting the middle of the pack. It was all out chaos.
And you know what? I do love little Jeff Goldblum in the afternoon. Chaos Theory, baby! Mario Kart! Let's go!
That's what we love. You know what? It doesn't get better than that, being able to come down here, get your name seen, play on the biggest screen in esports. I swear to you, it's so much fun. And if you didn't know, once again, we're going to be having these tournaments every single week. Next week, the week after, we have our winter series coming up. If you didn't know, guess what? You're going to get trophies for participating in some of those bad boys, and you'll be able to break it down in that aspect and try and make some money as well, because that's what we're here to do, is pay you out for playing video games good. And it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, it get good, by the way, because it pays. And guess what?
What?
We've got some scores on the board, baby!
I would never have guessed that one. Oh my goodness. We got the standings. Bobby in first with 53 points. Zavko in second with 47. 13 in third with 43. Well, howdy in fourth with 36 points. A little bit Psycho in fifth, tying with Rory with 27 points. Invader Zoe in seventh with 18 points. Bendy in 8th with 15. Ray J tying in 8th as well. And then M4, baby, in 10th place with 7 points. But still, really nice showing so far from these competitors. I'm curious to see if Little Bit Psycho and maybe Rory will be able to make it with those 27 points. But only time will tell. And eventually we'll be able to get that on the bubble graph up as well. And we'll be able to see what we're looking at right now.
And make sure you don't go anywhere just because you see your side on the other side of the standings. I said side way too many times in that sentence.
Side, side, side.
Side, side, side. Well,
beside myself. We love it.
But don't go anywhere, because you just don't know where you're going to place. Grab yourself some of this great food, beverage from Mike or David over there. And you know what? We've got free F1 racing. Saturday Night Speedway. You can always come down and use
Saturday night?
Saturday Speedway.
Hey. You know, it's about to be night by the time we're out of here. Who even likes daylight savings time? Let's be real.
It's dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's literally afternoon. No, it's not nighttime, afternoon. Actually, afternoon Speedway.
Doesn't roll off the tongue, bro.
No, unfortunately.
No, it's just Saturday Speedway for us.
Saturday Sunset Speedway.
Ooh, I like the alliteratory aspect of that. I'm a big fan of alliteration, and you just did a good job with it.
Thank you. Not what I was aiming for, but you know what? We you know what? The ideas are flowing. We're trying to figure it out, and honestly, I'm loving this new time as well. It's very, very nice. You know what? Guess what? Play some Mario Kart during the day. Do whatever at night. And honestly, when it comes to these holidays, there's so much to do here in Vegas. Truly.
I'm gonna buy you a Pepsi after this, and we're gonna sit down and talk about our feelings, because we'll have so much time for activities after this.
That is true. Guess what? My bed isn't calling me right after this.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be time for Bed Bath & Beyond, but we're going to find out.
Oh, no. Honestly, I'm really excited seeing if this time crunch works out. Maybe, you know what, we'll keep it. But normally, we do have these tournaments at 6 p.m. every single Saturday night. So we'll be able to see how that's rolling. But yeah, if you like this time more, you say, hey, I'll make it every single time at this time. Tell Oliver, tell someone saying, hey, this is working better for me, and maybe we can work around it. But right now, we are getting into the next qualifier.
Oh, we got a Bears fan. Hey, your coach said, your ex-coach says hi.
I can barely handle it.
Dub Bears, I once did an autograph signing at ESPN with William the Refrigerator Perry.
Do I know?
And 85 Bears, they won a Super Bowl. Jim McMahon, they did the Super Bowl shuffle.
What a name, Jim McMahon.
Oh, did I say 85 Bears? Oh, I'm old.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh, I'm old.
You're 85? Just kidding.
No, but 1985, you weren't even born yet.
No, I was not.
All right.
What are we looking at? What's going on right now?
You can play Deluxe on your phone now?
Why is your phone cracked? Why? Do you even have a case on?
What did you ask for
Sloppy
Christmas?
gunner.
Did you ask for a new phone case?
My teammates keep hitting me with shells, but I'm just a chill guy. That is fire.
Yeah, I'm just a chill guy.
That is
Have you seen this new video where this ex-girlfriend is just pounding this dude's car and he's just sitting there eating chips? Going, I have good insurance.
I'm just a chill guy.
I'm just a chill guy.
I'm just a chill guy.
Speaking of chill guys, we've got Oliver on screen with that beautiful DreamHack sweatshirt. Now, if you want to keep this tournament on Saturday afternoons as opposed to Saturday evenings, that guy right there with the DreamHack sweatshirt, that's the guy to tell.
That's the guy to talk to if you want to keep it at this time zone currently. And I'm just saying, it's a pretty nice time to run this tournament.
I like it.
I like it as well.
I like that mustache as well, Mr. Allegory.
Mr. Allegory, indeed. You know what? Always looking fresh, always looking great with the mustache, but I'm just seeing if they're going to be able to lock in Mario as well, trying to do that competition.
I hate my mustache.
We gotta have a whole mustache competition.
My mustache is strong. Let's have Mortal Mustache. Dun, 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 dun. All right.
Whoever that would actually be hilarious. Have them vote on who has the best mustache.
Yo, let's have a mustache competition.
Whoever loses has to shave it.
If I lose, I will shave it off live on this broadcast.
That would be hilarious.
How about that?
Who has the better mustache competition? That would be crazy.
And this mustache has been called the best mustache in all of MMA on 2 different occasions.
Oh, there you go. You know what? You got some tough competition. You know what?
Look at that shirt, bro.
You see the Yoshi eyes.
That's dope. I see the Yoshi eyes.
The Yoshi eyes just lurking.
Working. Are you ready to get a win, young man?
Yeah!
That's what we like to see. Getting it down. Look, we've got another qualifier coming right up your alley, so don't go anywhere because this Mario Kart action will not stop. It just goes. And I was so disheartened by the fact that they didn't have a Mario Kart F1 car.
Yeah, it is very unfortunate.
Just saying.
Maybe fortunate. You know, do we really care about that here in Las Vegas? Let's be real.
Well, it's bad for traffic, but it's good for nothing.
Money.
Oh no, the parties are dope. Yeah, the parties are dope.
Yeah, you get to hang out with Brad Pitt. Oh my god.
No. Mark Wahlberg served me 2 shots of water.
There you go.
On 2 separate occasions during F1 weekend. And I never thought that I would be able to say that sentence out loud, but it happened.
Las Vegas is becoming the entertainment district, and
it is
for the worst in terms of traffic because there is not enough road for all the people that are moving here. But you know what? You know.
Come on down.
We want to see that baseball only at HyperX. See it shaved. Don't know when, but eventually.
I mean, so much of my power is derived from this mustache right here. If I shave it off, I'm going to look super young.
I thought you were going to say, like, it's like the Wicked Witch of the West situation. Instead of water getting thrown at you, you shave off the mustache.
Oh, my God. Imagine if I just ended up in a puddle on the ground.
That would be crazy. You know what? For the content, you got to do it for the Vine. I'm just saying.
Do it for the Vine? Okay, Jake. Okay, Jake and Logan. 10 years ago just called. They want their Vines back.
I know. I miss it so much. We always think Vine is better than TikTok, right?
There's a 7-second joke in there somewhere, but I'm not going to make it.
That's for the better. But we are currently getting ready for qualifier number 3. We're getting into 4 more races. It's going to be random. But what you didn't know, if you make it into semifinals, you will be able to pick tracks. So it's going to be 6 races, picking tracks, and whoever wins in semifinals, whoever gets first, in your respective semifinals out of 1 or 2, you're going to be able to ban a track as well. So if you don't want to see Baby Park, you don't want to see Mushroom Gorge, you don't want to see Super Bell, and I'd say you're wrong for banning it, you will be able to ban whatever track you want. So you got to be able to see that as well if you're trying to get into grand finals. To get first, ban a track. We won't see it for grands, which is really cool.
Also, I want to take a moment to say thank you to our former director, Marissa.
Yeah.
She did an amazing job here with putting up with all of us all the time. I always called her Emo Spice. But we also want to welcome someone from the team who is now in charge of us, bro. Megan, congratulations. Thank you for taking the reins of this great broadcast and being a part of the team. We appreciate you here in the booth because there's only 2 of us on camera. Yes, we do.
Aww.
There's only 2 of us on camera, but guess what? There are tons of people behind the scenes who make this happen. Too many of them for us to mention, but you are all loved. And Marissa, we do miss you, and thank you for everything that you did while you were here. We appreciate you.
You couldn't have said it better, truly, Logan. Honestly, you know what? Every single person in production, every single TO, every single person really puts their heart and soul into these productions every single week. They are without them, this wouldn't even be happening. And it's just the honest reality that they're so talented. They take on so many roles for what they do, and they do it so extremely well.
We just show up and talk.
Yeah, you know what?
Let's be honest.
Talking is difficult sometimes, you know? I hate to brag.
We get done with these, and everybody's like, great job. I'm like, you guys did the hard work back here. I don't know I don't know what any of those colored buttons do.
I press one color button, and it destroys the stream. It deletes the Twitch channel.
I always just walk into production and go, what if I hit this button?
And it just... we all die. It's just a gas explosion. Crazy.
Oh, Megan, you're going to get a Christmas card for that one.
But,
you're on the naughty list now, though.
But we do have to shout out all of you as well, dealing with the traffic coming down here, especially all the locals. Every single time we have this tournament, they deal with it. We got the UNLV game going on at 5 o'clock, so the traffic is absolutely insane. So being able to deal with all of that jazz, we have to shout you guys out who compete here and all the tourists as well.
I came up with a great idea. Why don't you get down here a couple hours early, beat the traffic for the UNLV game, come down here, enjoy a little bit of video games, enjoy a beverage, enjoy some good food, and then you can mosey on over to the game and not feel like you're trapped.
Yeah. No, trust me, especially felt that last night, man. That was, the traffic was no fun, but no, you're completely right. Guess what? Time flies when you're here at the HyperX Arena, and you know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. And that's what you can do here. We got great food. We got, guess what? The computers, if you want to get some game time, get yourself set up. We have literally every game under the sun. Play some Black Ops 6, play whatever you want. We got those consoles set up as well. If you want to practice some Mario Kart before you go up in your qualifier, potentially even going into semis, you can practice some more on these setups that we got set up for you guys. And then, like we talked about, F1 racing free on Saturday, Speedway only. Every single week, every single Saturday.
You got to pay for it if you come in here on any other day than Saturday. And yes, it is that good.
It is.
I saw 2 competitors here racing back to back, fighting for 3 seconds off of a world championship run right here at the HyperX Arena.
You know what's crazy? You know, we talk about it. I've been saying it a lot. Like, oh, what's a 0.2 seconds going to do for you? World record difference. That's
world record difference, yeah. It's just a little bit of a difference. Man, did you go to F1?
No, I'm not touching that traffic.
He's like, I got video games to play.
That is also true. You know what? That Steam library is not going to play itself. But you're not even wrong there either. But also the traffic. I'm not trying to pay $100 to use an Uber. I'm just saying. You know, I can see it on TV. Oh, look, they went in a circle. Yippee!
Here's the funny part is I went, we had really great seats. Thank you to everybody who supported me on that. But I watched the race at home afterwards because there's only so much of boom, boom, boom that actually makes sense when you're there. You still have to go home and check it out.
That's what I was saying. I was like, even you just get to see what 0.2 seconds of the track. Like what's the point? What's the point?
You know what? To smell the
gas,
I guess.
Smog, everything else. Yippee! I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little bit too closed off to the world. But you know what? Booting up the Steam game, boom, playing through that. A little bit more fun. Or playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's all I'm saying. Guess what? Be a part of the F1 action by not being a part of the F1 action.
And they need to give us some Mario Karts so we can race. We only need 2. We need two Mario Karts.
Right in front of us.
Bring them down here.
Well, oh, what are you?
No. No.
So someone picked that track and then... No, it was randomized. Pick the track. It was a random pick, and it did the same track that one of the competitors accidentally picked. That's crazy. But you know what? That's what we're talking about. The randomizer, not very random sometimes.
I swear there's only 27 tracks my man will play, only 12 notes that I can play on a guitar. But
that is also, you know what? That's it. That's more than most people, I'd say. You know what? But we are going to LA laps without the traffic, so you won't be seeing any backups here until they add the Las Vegas tour track. You know what? You won't be seeing traffic for a minute, but right now we are going to be able to see, guess what? Double item box into the mushroom and going to be able to pop that right through the shortcut. Beautiful move there, bringing themselves right to first place.
This is one of the tracks that we don't see very often, so it's nice to know that it got picked. Although that randomizer, not so random.
Not so random at all, if you know it, Disney Channel. But we're going to be seeing Ouija, unfortunately, get back by that boomerang. Still got a mushroom to get themselves back up to top speeds. But once again, remember, if you see coins on the road, go for them. If you get up to 10, it maxes out your top speed. It's very, very useful. They're not just there for aesthetics, but Ouija getting around the chaos very easily. Sloppy Gunner backing the boomerang right before the item box, grabs 2 new items. Gonna try and snipe out Ouija, misses it by an inch.
Literally just a bit outside.
Oh my goodness. Goes wide and almost gets trailed out. How is that banana not hitting him?
I don't know.
That's what land is all about.
Bananas are full of potassium and full of upsets, but that one did not find its mark.
Sloppy Gunner is surviving things that he shouldn't be surviving right now. That is all I'm saying.
Great defense by Ankles right there.
Going to be able to, guess what, have some Firefly for defense as well. Backs it. Going to have a few more. I would not have spammed it out by Alley Cat. Going to get hit. Trails out another competitor with the banana. Green Shell going to go wide. And now it's going to be a top 4 run for this first race. But that other competitor gets caught in the off-road. Alley Cat jumps to the glider section. And now Sloppy Gunner takes over first.
And Sloppy Gunner has that red shell in a defensive position. Don't worry about that green shell. Green shell, it don't matter.
It don't matter. It's going to smart bounce into their red shell. Sloppy Gunner still fighting for his life. Gonna be able to take this last drift and grab a first place finish. Alley Cat backing the Fire Flower, and that will be our top 2 finish for our first race of qualifier number 3.
Sloppy Gunner in first place. Coming in second, we've got Alley Cat, and rounding out our top 3, we have
Baby Luigi. How are you letting Baby Luigi grab a podium finish?
Come on. He's just a baby. Doesn't even have a driver's license. Let's just be honest.
You don't need a license to drive a sandwich. We all know that one. Come on. That's just crazy, though. Podium finish for Baby Luigi. Let's put him into semifinals if he keeps that consistency up. That's all I'm saying.
Well, as we see right behind us, we've got Jackie Juarez and Kiro. By the way, love these player cards that Oliver and the team have set up for us.
It's very cool.
This is really dope. And you've got your old player card, but I don't. As we look at Little Bit Psycho, you'll see Pidgey up here.
Next week you'll get one.
All right.
I bet. You know what? But it is cool. You get to see their favorite game, what their ranking is. Guess what? That's me. I'm going to change that to Jack and Daxter, though. I put in my new request. You know what? We got to change it. Elden Ring, too recency bias. But we are going to Toad Circuit.
You're all about Elden Ring. We're going to Toad Circuit. How do you feel about that map?
It's all right. You know, it's Toad. It's a circuit. You go in circuit mode. What more is there to be said? I'd say it's like a C-tier track, in my opinion. It's nothing great, nothing fantastic, but it's not bad. What about you? What are you thinking about Toad Circuit?
Well, I like the fanfare. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I do like the Toad balloon.
Yeah, look, you're right. It's not a great track, but it's not a bad track either. It's
You know what is bad? Don't even get me started.
Bird person not using the right tires.
Unfortunate, but you know what? Maybe it'll work out for him. We'll see. They're in 7th place right now. There's 2 more laps to go. Gotta bump the wall. Gotta avoid those. And then remember, use the mushrooms one at a time.
Did not do that. Spammed them.
If you want to get the most use out of your mushrooms, use them one at a time. I'm not lying to you guys. Trust me, you're not getting a boost by using them faster. By Angle, it's going to get hit out all the way down to 11th. But this track, you can bag and go back and grab some more powerful items. Use the off-road and get through those top spots a little bit easier. Alley Cat going to be here in 3rd place.
Now, holding on to that mushroom, where do you think is the best spot on this map to pop?
Right there.
Right there, right?
At the end. I think the end is probably even a better spot, but they are going to pop the air horn, which just means what, Logan? A blue shell's on the way.
Yes, obviously.
Oh!
And the bombs burst in midair, and Taco Cat throwing that boomerang like they were from Australia.
I thought they were going to be 3 for 3 for that one. Taco Cat, well, tell me about Elden Ring too. You know what? They beat the DLC recently, but Alley Cat's going to be here in 3rd place, going to be able to float down, grab that double item box. Will they be able to grab that mushroom? They do. Are they going to go for the bomb snipe for the double bomberino? We will see if she's going to be able to serve that up fresh. Going to be able to pop the mushroom, go around wide. Not going to be able to pop it forward, but throws it back on the sloppy gunner. And this is going to be an ankle's 1st place. And Alley Cat going to be able to grab that 2nd place finish. Ouija in 3rd.
I have to say it's got to be all about that shirt. Those Yoshi eyes got him to be all seeing on that map. Look at Rodney Pidgeys right there. Look at, that's you. You're on camera twice. It's very meta.
Yippee! Nah, you know what? I don't got a Speedway rank. I haven't raced in a little bit. But when I did get top 4. Hey, when I did come back one week, man. So I'm still a menace on the racetrack. I'm still a menace. And honestly, I haven't played like Mario Kart in a minute, but I finally streamed it again. Hey, guess what? I was getting 1st places in worldwides. You know, I hate to brag. I was doing work.
He was playing 50 cc's and he was playing against 8-year-olds. Okay.
You're probably not even.
Yeah,
wrong.
I'm probably not wrong.
You're probably not even wrong. Don't tell me the truth. Don't tell me the truth. Don't ruin that for me. I was trying to tell myself that too. I'm like, am I really just? Yeah.
He's like, well, I was playing the reverse tracks though, so it's okay.
No one likes those.
No one likes those. Yo, literally, no one likes those.
There's actually videos. I don't know if you've seen them online.
Oh, soggy crayon with a soggy start.
That is not good at all. Change those wheels to the roller tires. I know all the tires roll, but there's a specific name for the right tires, and you'll be good to go. Trust me. I am not steering you in the wrong direction, but I'm good. But there are videos online, you can look them up, where you play on the mirror mode, and we have the competitive scene, and you'll see like all 12 racers, because you have to go left instead of right. They'll all go right into the wall, because they're all used to the same routes, but it's actually hilarious. No, look it up. It's hilarious. Indeed. A soggy ground, though, not going to be in a funny situation. Gets fireflowed past the boost panel, which is very sad. They could have gone back up to top speed a little easier. But Puggles here in 3rd place. Tries to snipe him out. Doesn't get the angle right. Has to back it. Does it. Beautiful work there, but misses the first 2 throws, which is very sad.
But getting that good drift on, getting that blue fire, shooting out those sparks, baby. That's how you know you're going fast.
That is true. You know what? There's some mods actually for Mario Kart. You shouldn't do that, just saying. That actually show like the speed, which is really interesting. You can see like when you drift, you're going a little slower, and how fast you go when you release those mini turbos. I just think it's really interesting, and it helps you learn it a little bit better. But Sloppy Gunner's learning how to spam out these greens and get around them real easy. They're going to be able to, guess what, work their way up to 2nd place, hold that green shell for defense. Taco Cat's here in 1st. Will their Elden Ring practice pay off for them here, battling the boss of Toad's Turnpike?
Well, I don't know if Elden Ring's going to help them, but they are in 1st place. Somebody's throwing everything but the kitchen sink at them, and it is to no avail right now. Taco Cat securely in 1st place.
Yeah, they have about a 4-second lead between themselves and 2nd place, but it might even get a lot bigger once they see that both those competitors bumping off the wall, and now Taco Cat going to be able to take that glider protection. Going to lose the glider, hit the side of the wall. Still going to be in 1st place. It is now anyone's race, but still Taco Cat barely hangs on. Alley Cat grabbing 2nd and Sloppy Gunner in 3rd.
And remember, we are still in the qualifiers. That was race number 3 of qualifier number 3. And that means that really your focus needs to be in the top 3. If you're there, you know you're going to traverse on to the semifinals. And here we go. We've got qualifier number 4.
And we got Batter Cookie back with us again. They are back for this Thanksgiving break, and it's great to see them back. Hopefully they'll be able to grab at 7 a.m. Speedway. Very talented racer in qualifier number 4. Ariel Postel, Mr. Scooty, their father. Guess what? In the same qualifier, guess what? It's going to be a very awkward car dry home. We got Manchild, BK Randy, Gummy Bear, Maxwell Curtis Diamond, Prince of Za.
Pizza?
SDK and Unicorn. 247-365. Or 24/7/365. That makes sense.
Oh, now it does. Now it hits. Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't get that one either. I thought you were gonna make fun of me. I was like,
I thought you were just throwing out like 9, 7. Yeah. I thought you were just throwing out numbers.
You know what? Oh, and you know what we're throwing out?
What are we doing?
The randomizer, bro. Get it out of here.
Get it out of here.
Get it out of here.
Out of here.
Oh, yo, we're back. Oh, Toad Circuit again. The randomizer, 27 tracks. You're not even lying.
Dude,
I think 27 is like a nice number too to say how many tracks that this friggin' randomizer did.
I feel like I didn't just come up with that on my own. It's got to be around 27 as we see Soggy
Statistically, we got to get Jackie Waters. I keep saying that.
Yeah.
He keeps track of every map that gets picked during Saturday Night Speedway to keep track of the randomizer and how biased it is with some tracks. It's crazy.
Oh man, we got to get him up here and ask him some questions about that.
Unironically, I think it's so cool. His data analysis is crazy. But right now we are seeing Ouija. Oh!
Get stomped on by a green shell. Green shells are the item of choice today.
They really are. When's the green shell costume coming out? That's what I want to know because it is just non-stop and triple bananas. Fireflower's not as consistent as we've once seen them in the randomizer, but you know what? The night is still young. We see Puggle's going to be here in 5th place.
Yeah, Puggle's my favorite dog.
Is it now? Did you see the Pug one? Best dog of the year?
Yeah, actually,
best dog in show?
At Westminster. Yeah, first time that a Pug has ever won. It's funny that we're having that conversation because we both know.
That's what I look forward to Thanksgiving. Macy's Day Parade? Nah. We're looking for the dogs, but right now we're trying to see if, what? He's looking at his own gameplay on the screen. So he's going to flip back around when it changes.
I want to see Heckriser and Bobby Digital go head-to-head with their backs turned to us.
I would love that, too. That would be kind of crazy. But Ankles going to grab 4th. Sloppy Gunner in 1st. Bird Person in 2nd. And Alley Cat in 3rd.
That's how you get it done. Bird Person, very excited about that finish, by the way. Heckriser with that mustache. He's like, yo, man, I got this. You don't even need to see this mustache.
You don't even need to. You know what? We talked about Bobby having their back against us. But guess what? Heckriser is trying to raise him his money and try to say, hey, we'll wait. He learned that from me, by the way.
Yeah, he learned it by watching you.
He wouldn't have gotten that right? You know
he learned it by watching you.
I would hope not. You know what? It took a second to click in, so I hope I wasn't the only one that was lost.
Took a moment for me, too, but I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, so let's be honest.
What? But your mustache is sharp, so guess what? You got something that's sharp.
I call this the Tom Tucker, by the way.
Do you?
It's a Family Guy reference.
Oh, that is a good one. But honestly, I'm just excited to see who raced good in this qualifier and how that point total is going to round out.
Who raced well?
No, good. What are you, an English teacher now? What's going on? You say, what's going on here? Good Lord. What, may I use the restroom? Can I use the restroom?
Well, yes, you can.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if you can, but you can.
Oh, that one ruined me back in 4th grade. That was the first time I ever heard it. I was like, yeah, use the restroom. And they're like, I don't know. Can you? I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say here.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Those are the teachers I retired early. They thought they were funny the first day. I was like, ooh, let's see how you do at the end of the year.
They were gone.
Mrs. Kent never came back. She had one more year left, and she got to the end. It was the last, it's 6th grade. The last day in 6th grade, she looked at all of us in the room, and she goes, I have one more year before I retire, but you were the worst class I've ever had, and I have chosen to retire early. Yes, I retired a teacher. No, that's terrible.
No, that's great. You know what? You did them a favor. You're like, trust me, you don't want to do this for another year.
You don't want to do this for another year. I've got a little brother behind me, and he's worse than me.
We got scores. We're going to see what happened here. We got Sloppy Gunner in 1st place with 49 points. Really nice finish. But like we've been seeing, a little bit on the lower side in 1st place. Yeah. Alley Cat in 2nd with 46 points. Ankles in 3rd with 40 points. Taco Cat in 4th with 35 points. Ouija in 5th with 27 points. I'm telling you, there is a possible tiebreaker that's going to happen with that 27 points. Possibility.
It's 27 points. That's where we're looking at, by the way. I think that's what you got to be.
Potentially. We'll see. Soggy Crown here in 6th place with 24 points. Bird Person 7th with 22. Mars Capone, the cheesy finish, unfortunately 8th place with 20 points. Puggles in 9th with 16. And Heckriser in 10th with 14 points.
And I just want to point out that the top 4 in that last qualifier were all HyperX ranked opponents.
Wow, so this is quite interesting. This is on the bubble going into the 4th qualifier of the night. So if you see your name, you're currently in semifinals, but you're seeing it. I think that 27 is going to be the cutoff based on how many entrants we have. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Potentially. Minus 10. Yeah, 27 is what we're looking at for the cutoff. Potentially. We don't know yet.
We don't know, but
we don't know.
We're here a lot, so
but we get to guess things, and guessing is what we do. I would even think 24 to potentially, if we think about it, 24 even. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you because the point total, you're seeing the 27 to 35. Yeah. That's what's making this so crazy is that point discrepancy. So if there's a lot of racers that do well in this one between those points, it's going to be quite an interesting shakeup for On the Bubble.
Now let's talk about number 1 and number 2, or number 2 and number 1, depending on how you want to look at it. We've got Bobby, who is number 2 in ranking right here at the HyperX in first place on the bubble right now, and Emery, who is in first place here at the HyperX Arena in second place on the bubble.
Where's third went, Logan?
What?
Where's third at?
Well, JDX is right there.
And then Ankles, the actual ranked third racer, all the way down in ninth.
All the way down in ninth.
Oh, wait, you know what? You know what? The rankings, sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. But we'll see how that lines up even more when we get into that semifinals, too.
By the way, his hair got longer.
It did.
It did, right?
You know what?
Batter, your hair
got taller.
Yeah, he did get taller, too.
Taco Cat got taller, too. I was walking into the arena, and I was like, is he taller than me now?
Well, everybody's taller than me, but that's just because I'm short.
Sighted. Oh, God. That's why you haven't played Elden Ring yet. Am I right, Logan?
Yeah, it's part of it.
Well, but we got Aerial Postal, one, the only, the GOAT. Got the Cowboys? Is that Cowboys?
That is Cowboys.
I couldn't see.
Dak Prescott. How do you feel about him?
Oh, Dallas Cowboys, man. That's a team to rep.
Ah.
That's a team to rep of all time. Ooh-wee. I haven't watched many football games. I watched the Cowboys, and I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for them.
Jerry Jones is embarrassed each and every single week.
That's completely fair. You know what? But right now, going down the line, we're seeing these competitors getting ready, getting amped up, and I'm just excited to see how they're going to do because we're seeing that on the bubble. There is literally anyone's top 24 to be had. So they got to just play well and do well. But we're hearing it for the crowd, for some of the on-stage competitors. That's what we love to hear. Oh, not the mewing. What are you, the Rizzler? Come on, we already get enough of it. How many booms are you rating this tournament? Let's be real.
Now this gentleman looks locked in.
He does. Honestly, I love the glasses. Looking fresh, looking clean, and also going around. Going to be able to just put his hands up. Absolute no.
Put your hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care, but then put them on the controller and grab yourself a win.
Oh, that Jack Skellington sweater.
Fire! Oh, and fuego.
And we go back! Yippee!
Wow, we've only seen it 3 times
Oh
now.
my God. All right. Over or under, we're going to see it over 5 or less than 5 times tonight, Logan.
Look at this loadout for Batter right now.
The Wiggler on Wiggler. This is the iconic one, man. Wiggler was one of my favorite characters in DLC, especially when he gets hit. Such a cute animation of him just getting angry. So cute.
Wiggle with it, wiggle with it, wiggle with it.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Right. As we see Unicorn going to be able to take that shortcut. And guess what? Work their way up to second place. Going to be able to avoid that banana on the road. Grabs that single item box. Mr. Scooty takes over with the green Beyblade.
And you know what? Catches himself in the grass. You want to stay on the pavement? You're not getting paid to mow the lawn today.
No, you're not, because there's no grass textures anyways on that grass. I don't know what they were thinking, but it's the most ugliest lawn grass I've ever seen in my life, and we've had to see him 3 times tonight. But we got Prison Bob currently going to be able to trail out the competition. Got those triple bananas with those roller tires. Shout out to you. Good job, Galen. But we're going to be able to see that ink.
Oh no! He gets stuck behind the tire, ironically enough.
It doesn't even need to have the ink on the... Wow, that bomb should have exploded way sooner, but BK Randy going to be here in 7th. But like I was saying, you don't even need the ink on his screen to take the wrong turn.
And BK Randy popping that bullet bill and looking like they're about to grab a place. Yes. No! Falls back into 4th.
And now Manchild going to be here in 2nd place. Uses the red, almost lands it, but Batter Cookie on their first race back, going to barely grab that first place finish. BK Randy in 3rd, SDK in 4th place.
Welcome back, Cookie, with a first place finish. That's the way you started off. hey, it's the holiday season, and he's not giving anything to the competitors. He's taking first place all the way home.
That's how it should be. It's Thanksgiving. You're supposed to grab all the food you can, and guess what? No one else gets anything else.
Yeah, I have been known to stick a fork in your hand if you're reaching for those mashed potatoes or stuffing. I'm just saying, they come over here first.
Yeah, we were all stuffing out for this Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving, by the way, as we get into the next race?
My Thanksgiving was absolutely amazing.
That's great.
I went out, caught my own turkey. There's a lot of turkeys here in Vegas. You can just go out on the street and grab them and take them home. I actually put a leash on it.
A puppy?
I put a leash on it. I domesticated it. His name is now Henry. None of that is true.
You know what? I would think it is true, and you're just trying to cover your tracks, right? We don't want a New York situation going on, right?
I come from Connecticut. Turkeys are abundance there.
But you know what? My turkey wasn't buns at all. They was very, very tasty. But
I hope it wasn't dry, my friend.
No, it was not dry at all. It was fantastic. But right now what we're on is another not so fantastic track. It's dry desert. It's probably
very dry.
It is very dry. It's very Las Vegas. It's very Luxor. So it works for this, and the randomizer knows we're here. It's gotta. But it's very much it's just not a fun track. You're seeing some of the players going back to back. You have so much off-road to use those power items. So if you bag on this track, you're going to be able to find yourself in a first place spot, especially when you go into this next section past the smiley face. You're seeing it on the little mini map right there. If you take a mushroom through that shortcut coming up, you're going to pass this person in front of you easily.
There should be alligators in that water, by the way. I want to point that out. Crocodiles, actually, because we'd be in Africa.
There you go.
Crocodiles, not alligators.
But Prince of Zog going to be able to use that banana for defense. They're racing extremely well.
Yes,
especially on this dirt bike. Airhorn in hand. I suppose
while wearing sunglasses, though. So, hey, his future's so bright, he's got to wear shades.
Oh, Unicorn 24/7. 365 actually saves himself, bumps another competitor into the cactus, but lands in the off-road. So that's going to slow him down a lot. You got to get away from it. You got to be careful. You see him get a little bit frustrated. Keep on hopping in and counter-hopping into the dirt, and SDK does the same thing. We're seeing a lot of that in this qualifying.
We really are. Now, one thing I want to bring up to you is that that maelstrom in the middle, that sand maelstrom in the middle, can you pick up a little bit of speed if you play the edge of that?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're able to just hit the edge of that, get a little bit of a boost, it's not a bad thing, but the main priority is getting a mushroom through that ending shortcut. That's what matters the most. Right now we are seeing SDK going to be able to avoid those double reds and work their way up to 6th place. Grabs an item box, Star behind them, Unicorn working their way up to 5th place, but still no item in hand, so it's going to be a little bit more rough. I would say don't hold on to those mini turbos as long on these baby characters, because they hit those mini turbos a lot faster than other characters. Bulletbill on the way. If Princess Ball held those triple shrooms for the next section, they would have gone first easily, but tricks right into the dirt. You gotta stay on the road. Star coming by and sideswiping a Manchild instead.
Manchild using that green shell as defense as he's checking on Aerial Postal. Throwing those green shells all willy-nilly, but Batter Cookie with a back-to-back victory. Manchild coming in 3rd place.
Really great finish there. Nice podium scores so far. We really are seeing a little bit of a battle, but these scores, man, we're going to be seeing them rounding up on the bubble. This is really important right now, lining us up. Batter Cookie with that perfect 30, 22, 19, 18, 18, down to 17. So right now, seeing it line up. Remember, if you're on that cutting room floor, if you're getting close to that 24 points, you should be sweating. You should be sweating just a little bit. Scissor, yep.
That's the Brutus the Barber beefcake.
Popping bubbles?
No, Barber.
Trying to make an on the bubble reference, man. Come on, you gotta be doing something with it. I'm glad your barber's named Bruce, but we're gonna be getting into a randomizer pick. Oh, thank goodness it's not Toad Circuit. Sinesbo is what we're going to, which is a Rainbow Road. One of my favorites, honestly. It's very simple, very straightforward, but it's a lot of fun in my opinion.
I love the fact that we're getting a chance to see these player cards and find out what their favorite game is. And just like that, we find out your favorite game is Elden Ring.
Well, I'm switching to Jack and Daxter, but it is very great.
Hey, if you know him, all he does is talk about Elden Ring. Let's get to it.
There's a lot to talk about. Thank you.
Unicorns, we are on a little bit of this Rainbow Road, so let's get colorful and let's get down like a clown like Charlie Brown and turn that frown upside down. This is the third of the fourth qualifier in qualifier number 4.
We currently see Unicorn going to be getting one other item. Has the mushroom in hand. Remember, on this track, there's a lot of great points and ways to get points. They're just in a row. Guess what? 3 behind in this previous section. 2 right there. You're able to max out, go wide. Beautiful move there, but unfortunately took it a little bit too wide. You're able to line yourself up to grab those 3. You're up to 10 points on this track. It's very important. You really, and it shows. You can look it up on YouTube. 10 points versus 0. You are going to see a substantial difference. Even when you use mushrooms, you get so much more speed if you have 10 points, like we're seeing Aerial Fossil right now. They're going to be able to grab another mushroom, but Blue Shell's going for that first place racer.
That was very close. One of the big, oh, you're going to fall, Batter Cookie.
But that is a way of doing something. Was that a shock dodge too?
Yeah, it was a shock dodge. They meant to do that, I think.
There's no way they would have known, but yes, they were meant. I don't get like the whole mentality of jumping off the track to dodge the blue shell. I really don't, because it's like the same thing basically, but they were able to dodge a shock at the same time, which just works out infinitely better for them.
Yeah, this track is very difficult because there are no walls. No. Look, you need to race tight on this map or you will be not. Oh! BK Randy just avoided that bomb.
Almost doesn't avoid falling off the track, but is able to pop all of those rushes. Should have used them one at a time. But Batter Cookie is going to be 3 for 3 coming back with us after so long. And Manchild going to be able to grab that second place finish. Mr. Scooty, their father, guess what? They've been training together. 3rd place.
Look, Batter Cookie, 3 from 3 for 3-point land, getting it done, showing up, showing out, and letting everybody know, I'm back. It's the holidays, and I'm here to stay.
And we're going to qualifier number 5. We got Yezi, Zeki Cat, Super Dom, C2, Pug Buddy B, Jin, Mr. Donut, Leia, Saldi, and T.
Don't be a hater, be a player, and if you can't be a player...
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm not going to...
All right, good.
Yeah,
good.
Just skate.
Good. There you go. What? But we are getting into the final race of this qualifier. If you heard your name, guess what? Get lined up, get to the side of the stage, and get ready for your 4 races of this qualifier. So yeah, that on the bubble, it's going to change a lot, especially after that one.
Yeah, especially after that.
5 qualifiers is tough. The more qualifiers, the higher point total you need to win.
They absolutely. Look, we were talking about 27 being the cutoff point, and I tend to think that is going to be right around where we're at. Either 27 or 28. It's going to be in that realm of existence.
But right now we are going to the realm of Bowser's Castle 3. Guess what? You know what? He's got the profit margins. He's invested in that.
He knows what's up.
And he's able to create his own Bowser Castle track. You know
Real estate is very, very lucrative here in Mario Kart Land.
Yeah, I mean, if you're building it on a volcano, like how much does that actually cost?
We're going to have to ask our closest Bond super villain.
You're not even wrong there, actually.
Right?
I didn't know where you were going to go with that.
It was either that or Bill Gates.
That was good. That was good. You know what? I would have liked the Bill Gates one. That's true.
That's why I gave you both, bro.
Thank you. SDK, though, going to be here and going to be able to get around these corners. Guess what? Those swamps are a little bit of a menace, I'd say. But Bowser Castle 3, very much a front-running track. You don't want to get caught in the back of the pack. You want to keep up with this top 6 run.
Yeah, and the one thing that we have seen is people not utilizing their mushrooms properly. I think we need to take another moment to talk about that. Please do not spam your mushroom.
Unless it's a golden one, you know what?
Well, the golden one you can spam the heck out of.
Yeah, you know, it's not very good, but guess what? You get to press left trigger a lot, which is very fun. But Batter Cookie is not going to have a fun situation after Blue Shell on the way, but he does have around a 6-second lead, but Shock is going to save his lead. At the same time, he gets hit by the blue, which allows him to dodge it and keep his momentum going.
We talk about 70% skill, 30% luck. That's on that 30% luck.
Absolutely. Put it up to 35%. I'm kind of getting a little bit biased here with how lucky some of these players are getting with those shock usages. Like if you see that on the minimap, you got a shock in hand, wait for the blue to hit, then you shock. You'll be able to do a little bit of a double whammy there. But Mr. Scooty got the double whammy of double red shells, but they're going to have enough defense to avoid him, and Mr. Batter Cookie just double blue shell supreme. Doesn't even phase him. Such a huge lead, and Mr. Scooty in 2nd place, the top 2 father-son duo, gonna be able to end this qualifier right there.
And Area Postal coming in third place. Man, the father-son duo back-to-back on that. Ooh, man, they're getting better. They got to be playing. Scooty's got to be playing with his son. Has to be, because Batter Cookie, we've seen Batter Cookie leave the arena and go on to some of these national competitions and do quite well. So we know, look, as you get older, video games, hey, we're still good at them, but we're not as good as we used to be. So I'm assuming that Scooty sits there and watches his son play and go, oh, really? Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm going to have to try that.
No, trust me, I'm feeling that as well. You put a PlayStation controller in my hand, I'm like, okay. And then you switch me to an Xbox, I'm like, what is this controller layout? Don't know what's going on. Give me a Switch right after that. I have to relearn all the controls.
And now we're pressing the B button for no reason.
Exactly. I don't know why they don't have a universal layout, but that's been my biggest battle, especially, you know what? That's what makes it mouse and keyboard so easy. Guess what? WASD, left click on the mouse, call it a day.
I don't know how to do that.
I just taught you how to do it. Press WASD and click the left mouse.
There's too much going on for my old brain.
But a controller is easier. You got 2 thumbs and that's it.
Well, hey, I've got one of those fancy controllers with all the buttons and stuff. It's amazing.
You're making it more difficult for you.
Yeah, but I've learned how to use it.
That's great. I would not even touch them. I have those buttons and I just... Keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. Keep it straightforward. Guess what? Right bumper, right trigger, left trigger. All the day.
The one that makes the L is the left, right?
Yep, there you go.
All right, good. All right, I'm good.
If you think about it, if you're dyslexic, this is an L.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Maybe. I don't know, actually. But we do have the scores from this qualifier. Batter Cookie.
Big
Perfect
lead.
60 points. The first one of the night. And we got Manchild in second place with 43 points. Mr. Scooty in third with 37. Aeropostale in fourth with 33. BK Randy in fifth with 31. SDK in sixth with 30. Prince of Za in seventh with 21 points. Unicorn, oh no. They were racing so well.
They were. What happened?
Prince of Za was also racing extremely well. What happened?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Not good things, that's for sure. Gummy Bear coming in number 9 with 15 points, and Maxwell Curtis Diamond rounding out our top 10 at 8 points. And I do want to make it known once again, our top 4 competitors are all ranked HyperX Arena competitors.
You know what? The numbers don't lie.
They do not lie. Oliver breaks out the abacus each and every single week to bring these numbers to us and keep them up to date, and we thank him for that.
You know what? He does work for a good reason, and it's been lighting up, especially once we get to grand finals. It's kind of scary how well the rankings line up with where they place, or right near it. Maybe 8th, you know what? 9th gets 8th,
Yep.
9th, and then 3rd gets 4th. It is one of those situations where he's actually built an extremely good ranking system that directly correlates majority of the time to what we're going to see in grand finals.
And I'm sure Oliver was waiting for us to let him know that he's built a good point system.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was waiting.
And the community highlights.
He's going to be able to sleep better tonight.
You got to give credit where credit is
It's
due.
true.
Tell him thank you for all the work he's putting through. Trying to make the community feel more alive. Feel it. You know what? You just got to give a thank you where thank yous is due.
I agree. Oliver does so much for us. Hey, look at we need one of those stuffed animals up here.
I know. I forgot my Pidgey today. I failed us. But then we got the one, the only Knight. Guess what? He is looking fresh as always. That jacket's making him look swole. But honestly, I'm just excited to see what he's going to do. He said he doesn't have many more tournaments left in him.
Uh-oh.
So we'll see.
He's going to retire from Mario Kart?
He's been talking about it for a minute. But honestly, he's one of those competitors who has been a single point away.
SpongeBob in the house.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's right. We're talking about you, young man.
That is a fire shirt as well. We've been seeing too many good sweatshirts. Honestly, that's the only reason winter is so good. The sweatshirt game is too good.
It's all about the hoodies, right? Let's
Yes.
keep it going. We got a little bit of Tommy Hilfiger going on over there. Hey, yes, we are now fashion consultants. You didn't know that you were going to get judged, but now you are.
Yeah, we're actually here to play Dress to Impress. Little did you know.
Death Valley, the hottest place on earth. Yes, that's why they call it Death Valley. The Eagles. My first football game ever in person was at Veterans Stadium
Wow.
in Philadelphia, where they throw batteries at you just to say, hi, how are you?
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
That's crazy. But we are going down the line. They're saying hello. Cheer for your favorite competitor. That's why we're here. We're in arena for a reason. Support your favorite competitors on stage right now. That's what we love to hear.
They're under the lights. They got the pressure. Let them feel your love.
That's the way to do it. Support them through the very difficult Mario Karting that is about to ensue.
Yes. Oh, it's about to get crazy.
Is it though?
Yes.
Okay, you want $1 on if we see Toad Circuit in this qualifier. Yes.
$1? Yeah, I'll take that bet.
Let's go.
I'll take that bet. Sure.
Yes or no? What are you saying?
What are you saying?
I'll let you go first.
No.
Oh no. Okay.
I'll go with $1 says no.
I hope this randomizer's listening. Please. We won $1. Oh, it's even worse than I could ever imagine. Oh, we talked about it's because we talked.
We did this to ourselves.
I talked about it.
We did this to ourselves.
Yeah, I talked about the aliens, the baby park, and here we are. You know what? It's time to leave the planet and hopefully find a better track to race on. But Baby Park, 7 laps of absolute turning right and 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 turning right 14 times. Get it exact, and we are turning it off on Yezi.
Yezi, hey, I need you to take that little shortcut around and hop over the grass, please.
There you go. Perfectly, too. Guess what? You get that super mini turbo through the grass, and you're able to use it and hold the boost through the grass if you're doing it correctly. But right now, Mr. Donut, that's one of my favorites.
Everybody likes a donut.
In third place, gonna be grabbing that banana. Gonna be currently using it for defense just for the time being. And now we got Super Dom 64 in fourth place in the Donkey Kong loadout. I love to see it. Gonna be able to throw that red shell forward, start in hand, pops it through the shortcut. It could have held onto it for a little bit longer, but now T here in third place. Gonna have a mushroom in hand, and now Blue Shell on the way to first. Who is it? That's gonna be Yezi, still holding on, but they're gonna get passed up, dropping down to second. And those competitors who just passed them are a lap behind. But Zeki Cat gonna be here in first.
Here's the problem with this map is it's all item based. If you get the items, you can win this because this is the NASCAR map of Mario Kart. As we get Zeki Cat in first place, T in second place, and Yezi rounding out our top 3.
You know what? Even though they did get carded there, it's still a very nice finish being able to keep that podium, especially on Baby Park, when you realize, hey, they're a lap behind, but they're right next to you that can absolutely cart you as well. So it could be a whole chain reaction. So being able to grab that is very, very nice. But right now, we are currently seeing the roundabout point total there. Beautiful work. Thank you, production, for being able to show us where our favorite competitors are lined up and why. And really great work for those podium finishes.
Yeah, and Super Dom and C2, I see them up there in third and fourth place doing their due diligence. Mr. Donut, your guy over there in seventh place. And straight up Irish Gin is in sixth place.
There you go. But I'm really excited to see how the rest of it's going to go down. We got Baby Park out of the way. There's no way we get it twice, right?
Don't do that, bro. I need you to not. Don't do that. Don't be that.
Yippee! My favorite track of the game.
I don't like you anymore.
Oh, we gotta get mine up there. You know what? Show the player breakdown. Super Bell Subway. We haven't seen it in so long. I honestly, we haven't seen it in this tournament for so long. So I'm excited just to say, hey, let's do it.
28 maps.
20. Well, you know what? Yeah, okay. There, actually, you're right. There you go. I forgot it was 27.
Yeah, now it's 28.
This is the outline. But Bug Buddy B on the screen with the SpongeBob. Guess what?
Boom!
You know, gonna be able to use that mushroom.
Move! Get out the way.
Get out the way. With the baby Rosalina, with the Mercedes car. Doesn't get better than that, truly. I really wish they did more car collaborations. I think they're just very silly.
They are kind
Mercedes exists in the Mario universe. There's no way around it.
Well, if you have money, you too can exist in the Mario universe.
I mean, you see Bowser and his properties. You think he doesn't have a GLA Mercedes in his garage?
What color would it be? I'm saying dark purple, but that's just me.
Everything is purple to you.
Yes, it is.
And we're currently seeing the purple shell on the way. Mr. Donut, unfortunately, not going to realize that there was a blue shell on the way, so they're going to get targeted by that bad boy. You can see it on their face, already regretting their decision.
Yes, and they got passed all the way to first and fifth place. As we check in on T, it's T time, baby, making it in first place. Hold on to that banana in the defensive position. That is the way you want to roll. That green shell misses. Super Dom killing himself with her own green shell.
That is a tilting situation to be a part of. Not something that you want to happen, especially when you're trying to snipe out the person in front of you. Boomerang, gonna land, dropping Yezi all the way down to 4th place. Gonna have that green shell in hand, gonna get passed up by someone who had a mushroom. Gonna be Gracie Cat in 2nd place. Triple green, gonna be able to get shocked at the same spot, right where the previous shock was, and now they're going to be here in 2nd place. They got to do a lot of work to catch up, but T is now with the lead. Guess what? What kind of tea is drinking? Tea or unsweet?
You know what? I'm sweet enough. I'll go with unsweet. Thank you very much. Give me a nice sleepy time tea, and I will relax.
But guess what? T is not going to go to sleep tonight. They currently have a great loadout for the time being, but they're not able to use the air horn in time, but they collide with the 2nd place racer. The bananas that were thrown behind him hits the 2nd place racer, and he gets air horn out and all the way down to 5th. Yezi grabs a 1st place finish.
Super Dom in 2nd place, and rounding out our top 3, we've got C2. I literally, as we came back, my head was on these because I was shocked by what just happened. That was a free-for-all at the end.
That is what I love about Super Bowl.
Right?
Everyone hates it because that final section is always chaos.
It is.
Because the item boxes just go crazy. For some reason, they're just like, you get this, you get this, you get this. You saw it at the very end. Guess what? Didn't use the air horn in time. Collided with 2nd place. Banana snipes out 2nd, but then there's another person with an air horn that takes out T. What a situation to be a part of. Oh, I love it. I love it. Super Belt, triple S tier. Let's mark it up to there.
The only thing that could have been more chaotic is if a Tyrannosaurus Rex came out of nowhere and just snatched up one of the players.
That'd be kind of funny, like the little, that little catch.
Oh,
thing.
the thing. Yeah.
That'd be actually kind of funny.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That'd be kind of cool too. You'd be able to take their item, maybe. That would be kind of cute.
Instead of the Piranha Plant, because I feel like the Piranha Plant's kind of a play on that.
Yeah. That you're not even wrong there. But you don't get to take their item from the Piranha Plant. But it'll be kind of cool. You know what? Mario Kart, do whatever in the next one. Just give us something new. That's all I'm saying.
And as long as you have a grass that looks like real grass, Pidgey will be happy.
Textures.
Texture, baby.
See, look at that mountain. That's some nice looking textures up there. You know what? I would burn myself alive climbing that lava mountain. Come on, let's be real. It looks nice. We're back to Bowser's Castle, though. This is a track that's really fun, and I really want them to do more with this, where the track falls apart on every lap.
Right.
It's so cool.
It is. I love the fact that it's not the same look each and every single time that you come across this track. It changes up just enough to keep you on your toes. I do like this track as well. It's got a little bit of fuego.
You know what? I just think it's very, very satisfying, especially when you see, guess what, the volcano, it erupts, and then that's what breaks everything. It is just so insanely satisfying, and I don't know, I just love it. Graphically, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, one of the best looking games on the Switch, hands down.
I mean, this is 79 AD, and we are rolling in Pompeii on Mount Vesuvius Space.
There we go. You know what?
It's a history lesson for me.
Yeah, that is a nice history lesson. If you don't know about Pompeii, then what's CCSD doing? What are we learning about?
There's a good movie with Kit Harington from Game of Thrones called Pompeii. Go check it out tonight.
No kidding. I didn't even know that one, actually.
Boom!
Is it actually good?
No.
Oh.
But it's got Kit Harington in it, so it's not terrible.
You know what? You can't complain there. But Yezi is going to be able to avoid everything. Spams out the Crazy 8 because Crazy 8 really isn't that ideal of an item.
But it's still nice.
It is still fun. You get red shells, green shells, everything under the sun. As we're currently seeing, player getting frustrated, getting hit by those red shells. There's still one more lap to go. Do not give up just yet. T. Wow, I thought they were going to drop down into the lava. Shot comes out right after the blue shell hit. It is currently now a top 3 run. We're going to be seeing C2. Guess what? That's going to be Knight. You didn't know they're rebranded. C2 going to be here in 2nd place with the mushroom in hand. Going to be able to have a bomb in hand. Throws it forward, misses it. Guess what? Kind of arm and ass.
Did they get themselves on that? We pulled away just a little bit too quick as we're checking out Yezi, who was in 1st place, holding on to that mushroom for dear life.
And they're going to be able to land that shortcut perfectly. Boomerang being thrown, not going to land in time. Ziggy Cat gonna grab 2nd place, C2 in 3rd.
AKA Knight, making a little light of day out of it and getting it done, hitting that 3rd place. We'd like to see it, although with the shadows over there, we can't see him. He's like the Dark Knight in those shadows over there.
There you go. There you go. But honestly, really great work from these competitors. We're just waiting for the last of them to pass that finish line. There we go, and getting ready for that next race. But Bowser's Castle, very satisfying track. It's very fun. There's little things you can do that helps your time and just helps you go a little bit faster, which is a lot of fun. There's nothing really too complex about it. But we do have one more qualifier to go. A full stacked night, which is crazy. That on the bubble is going to be looking like the dirty bubble with how many names that are going to be passing through it. We got Jaguars, Immortal, Morzilla, Bradoon, Crispy, David, Nameless, Neo, Squishomatic, and Sundrop. If you heard your name, guess what? Go find Oliver, get lined up, and get ready for your 4 races.
And for all of the adults in the room, is Squishomatic a reference to Gallagher? You tell me. You don't even know who I'm talking about.
I didn't know what you were saying.
It's a comedian.
I didn't know. I was listening to Oliver.
Gallagher.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not missing anything. That's all I know.
Nope, you are not.
But we are not missing the next race. Another very great track that we don't get to see too often. Shroom Ridge, a DLC track.
Yes.
And it's very fun.
Yeah, well, it's shrooms and it's a ridge. What's not to like about it? Just saying.
A normal Sunday night for Logan over there, but we are currently seeing the final race of this qualifier before we get into the next one, but it's going to be a fun one. Guess what? It's got some nice shortcuts.
Yes, it does.
You've got a lot of item boxes, a lot of ways to get up to 10 points. It's everything you want in a Mario Kart track, in my opinion.
We're watching Ziggy Cat do some great drifting right there.
But will it be enough? Almost gets trailed out, but going to be able to hold on to that green shell and try and get around the traffic right now. Guess what? He's currently doing a really good job grabbing these mini turbos on these baby characters. You really want to aim for those mini turbos rather than holding on to those. Yezi going to be changing it up on that dirt bike. Guess what? Daisy loadout throws the red shell forward. Going to try and take out Zika Cat in front of him. Oh, and that's going to aim the T. Going to be dropping down to 5th place.
As they fall into 4th place right now, or fall up to 4th place. Player holding on to that item. They gotta find some people. You may be able to use it right there.
Oh.
But they need to hold on to it so they can use it as a defensive mechanism against that blue shell.
I mean, that you really don't. Oh, Yezi with the mushroom dodge. It doesn't even matter. Like I was saying, you want to not hit that blue shell if you have an air horn in the mid pack, because then guess what? First place just runs away with it that much easier. Wait till after the blue shell passes you. Just get out of the middle of the road. That's all you got to do against a blue shell. Don't know where C2 is going, but he's trying to see.
Yeah, he didn't see.
4 because he's exploding and his whole race is coming to an end. But Yezi is going to be in first place. Unfortunately, he had to pop that mushroom for the shortcut, so they're going to get hit there and get passed up. Guess what? That's the one, the only Ziggy Cat.
Yeah, well, Ziggy Cat is in first, and they're hopping, bopping, and getting their way over there. He's got 10 points, and we are on the 3rd lap of this race. As they hold on to this bomb, let's see who is going to get the explosion side of this little guy.
Oh, hitting the wall, trying to stay on track, trying to keep that top 3 going. They're going to slow down. They get passed up. Gonna have to hold on to the bomb. Backs it, but Yezi is able to outline Ziggy Cat after that disastrous final few turns, and T is going to be able to climb their way up to 3rd place.
And you know what I want to see in the new iteration of this game? If you are holding the bomb in front of you and you hit a wall, it should explode.
That is funny. That would be hilarious. It has to be on the whatever hand they're holding.
Yeah.
And then bump the side. Boom.
Boom.
That would be actually hilarious. You're not even wrong there. I would love that. That would be kind of silly.
Call me, Nintendo.
You know what? He's got big brain ideas, especially if you let them sink in. But we are currently getting ready for that next qualifier. We are currently getting those scores tallied as well. Guess what? We had the baby park, and I owe you $1 for not getting Toad Circuit, unfortunately.
You keep losing these bets, by the way.
You know what? Double or nothing. $2 for the next qualifier. Toad Circuit, do we see it?
Nope.
Oh.
I'll go double or nothing.
Oh, you are going double or nothing.
I'll go double or nothing.
I thought you said no. I'm doing the wise thing and winning when I win.
No, this is Vegas, baby. I've only won $1. It's not enough.
It's not enough. You ought to go all in. And guess what? Double or nothing.
And I'm going to take your $2, and we're going to go outside, and we're going to put it on black.
Can we even do that? Do they even do that?
I don't even think we can.
I think you need like minimum $100 now these days. Thank you, Vegas.
Imagine if we walked up and like put $2 on.
Like, boom. Hey, we're high rolling. Tell them this.
I think we're
high rolling today, man.
We're gonna get laughed out of this casino sooner than later.
Yeah, it's the way to do it. Yeah, we save money and we get away from the traffic. But we are currently trying to see who's going to get caught in traffic once we get these competitors all lined up, logged in, and connected to this lobby. It is all LAN 12 competitors once again in this qualifier. So I'm just excited to see how this is going to line up, because on the bubble is going to be crazy.
And guess what? A little birdie just told me, and that birdie's name is Megan. We've got some scores.
Yazzie in first place with 55 points. Second Cat in second with 46 points. Superdom in third with 39. C2 in fourth with 38. Wow, 39, 38, 37. T in fifth with 37 points. With Donut grabbing that 27 points. We've seen that time and time again. Potentially cut off for the night in sixth place. We got Player there in seventh with 26 points. And then Jin in eighth with 16 points. Bug Biddy B in ninth with 4 points.
That's his rapper name, by the way.
That is fire. You know what? I love it. But we got Soldy, unfortunately, who sold the bag by not showing up and not waiting around for their time.
And once again, I'd like to point out to those of you at home, our top 4 competitors were all ranked.
No.
Oh my gosh, look at this. We've got a little disruption at the top of the bubble.
This is crazy. Especially if you were to go down to the bottom of the bubble, guess what? That 27 points, we were talking about it, but that's not even going to be enough.
It's not going to be enough. It's
We
going to
got
be 28.
SDK is there right on the bubble as well. BK Randy, Ariel Pasto even will potentially not make it to the next round. Taco Cat even on the cutting room floor potentially.
Ooh, well, howdy. Well, howdy in 19th place with 36 points. Only one ahead of Taco Cat. And then we've got a tie for second place in the 17th and 18th position with Mr. Scooty and Tea Time.
That is crazy. I think 37 might be what we're looking at.
That might be
as
the cutoff.
safe cutoff, but do not quote me just yet. We have 10 competitors, so if we think about it, there's still stuff that can happen, but we'll see what does happen, because we cannot predict, and we did not predict this high scoring total. But with 6 qualifiers, it's now kind of lining up for what we usually expect for a 6 qualifier night.
And there's Jackie Juarez. He's got the GoPro rocking. No scarf today, though. We do like the signature scarf from you, my man. So
yeah, you got to keep warm, especially when it's as chilly as it has been. You know what?
It has been a little chill out here in the air.
Chill, and then he's pulling. Guess what? Oh no, that's just I thought that was going to be another portable device like we see Bobby do, but that's
just a really cool phone. It's not a Nintendo DS.
No, it's not, but it could be.
Could be.
Facts. We had Immortal there in second, but we're going right over to
Morzilla.
There he is, looking
what up?
fresh.
Happy belated Thanksgiving to you, sir. Nice to see you in the house.
The Cruiser family always being the most hype ones in the house. They're fantastic. LA Cruiser comes down here sometimes as well. Alley Cat being part of that family. It's absolutely just wonderful, fantastic people. I always love them, seeing them coming down week after week. Immortal, another fantastic competitor. Just so insanely talented at the game. He's got the guess what, gonna be worth some money when Wild merge. Because guess what? It's a Cowabunga Bay now. Very unfortunate.
Cowabunga Bay?
I gotta slander him. I'm sorry. We're never gonna get sponsored by them. Super Dom. Dom.
Got
the Yoshi hat, which is so fire. With the Yoshi plushie. How is it? Does it get better than that? I can't.
We don't get these toys. Those are dope toys.
The Yoshi hat is so cool, man. I do not care.
Yeah, we got some fanfare for you, my man. Yeah, people supporting you. Yeah, give us. And you ruined it. You ruined it.
I give you -2 booms.
Give me one of these. Give me a Hulk Hogan. Give me one of these. You can see me. Come on, give me one of these.
You can't see him.
I'm up here. Yeah.
Hey!
There you go. There you go.
Now we're talking. You get 4 booms for that one, Mr.
Right back
Rizzler.
at you. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Going down the line. Honestly, it's kind of correlating right now.
Right.
But honestly, looking fresh, looking amazing. Going down the line, all these competitors just super excited, super hyped to be on one of the biggest esports stages in the country, man.
Talk about that hoodie. He's just got it up. He's like, yo, man, somebody get him some shades and give him that Unabomber look.
You know what? You're not even wrong. And I honestly, guess what? He is ready to throw some green shells out and ruin some people's day.
And that's what it's been all day long, is green shells just really ruining people's happiness.
It really is. It really, really is. And I love that butterfly shirt. That was actually super cool.
Hey, hi.
Howdy do? Howdy.
Look at that leather jacket. That is sharp.
It is very sharp. You
That's
cut yourself on that one.
My nana would say. That's sharp.
Sharp. What does that even really mean?
I don't know.
Then going down the line with the final competitor on the stage, I do believe, honestly, it's very exciting to see all these competitors getting locked in, getting ready to go, and I'm just waiting to see how everyone's day is potentially going to get a little bit worse from the Mario Karting.
And it is still day, so you still have time to get down here and enjoy yourself. We are not done quite yet. We are just getting done with the qualifiers, and then we've got the semis, and then we go on to the grand finale.
Yippee! As we go to Mario Circuit RMC, Retro Mario Circuit from the Game Boy Advance. This is a very fun track, but it's
You owe
very
me
simple.
$2.
Yes, I do. Well, you know, we got 3 more races to go. All right, we believe in the randomizer to do some code circuit action. We got Sundrop on the screen.
Great
starting
name.
us out. We got the Rosalina with the Hot Rod Flames. Guess what? Foster's Home Imaginary Friends reference. You do know that. Sundrop going to be here in 7th place.
Sundrop does know how to use that that drifting to their, sorry, I caught a blank there. Using that drifting to her best ability as we get around this map. Drifting is very important on this map because it's very turn heavy.
And especially when you get down to this final section, you can actually drift and jump over. Oh,
well,
under. Well, got to use the mushroom to save themselves, work their way up to 3rd place. This is the item box on the side that they were aiming for. As you see some of these other competitors bagging and trying to grab those power items for all of this off-road. If you didn't know, some of these tracks, yes, it's better to go back than go forward and then go forward.
And I feel like they nerfed backing and bagging. It just, I don't know how much of a benefit it still holds.
It's still really good. They just made it so that you can't just stay back there like forever per se, you know? Like if you pass the item box, you gotta commit to the passing the item box. You can't go back, because if you pass it and go back, you'll get very bad items. So you gotta just say, hey, I'm gonna stop before it and go. Right now though, Morzilla's gonna be here in 3rd place. Got that green shell, but it's bumped to the side, and now they're gonna have to work their way up and wait for the next item box. Currently, we got Immortal in 1st place, but guess what? There's still time for a blue shell potentially to show up and ruin their day. But right now, going to be in 1st place with a substantial lead. Neo is here, and they're going to be able to get around that blue shell. And I talked about it, and it's going to land. And Neo is going to be able to take over. No, Morzilla!
Morzilla grabs a 1st place finish with Jackie Juarez in 2nd place, and rounding out our top 3, Immortal. Yeah.
I guess I had a stroke. I didn't know where Neo actually was. I thought they were in 2nd.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay.
I thought they were 2nd, but I guess I was wrong there. Baby Peach rounded us out in that 7th place spot. And Beauty Piranha Plant, though, again, last. You know what? Good, you put the bot in last, but they still got 7th. A little bit of work to do there. But we are currently seeing a really nice podium finish there. Top 6, getting some points. And you know what? Looking forward to the next track. RMC is kind of difficult because if you don't have shrooms, you're basically losing.
Yeah.
It's rough.
It is
final
rough.
section.
And those are the tracks that sometimes I like and sometimes I hate because it gets a little dirty there, a little dirty dog at the end, you know?
It does, because when you have shrooms, you're enjoying the map, but when you don't, you're just like, why am I playing this game?
Yeah, nothing good about this is going to come.
Yeah, but Cheap Cheap Beach!
Love this one.
Fantastic track. This is so much fun. You guess what? You got some spots where you can use a mushroom. You got a very close quarters final section on the laps. It is an extremely entertaining track. I love to see this one. When I was on a Mario Kart team, yes, there's a 6v6 team in scene in Mario Kart. There's like 20 divisions. It's very fun. You can be a part of it too and meet some new friends if you do look them up on the internet. It's Mario Kart Central. Look them up on Google and you'll be able to potentially get a part of a team, 6v6. But this was our favorite track to play.
I love this track. You do not often see anybody go to the right. Everybody goes to the left, and I understand why. But you get to go under the sea.
Under the sea. And that water looks so good.
I want to jump in there right now.
Like, look how clear it is. Just
so
like
beautiful.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't want to be swimming with the fishes because they're kind of scary.
Yeah.
But they're still very beautiful.
You're not Luca Brasi. This looks more like Barbados to me than it does New York City.
You know what? That is fair. That is fair. I don't see any buildings at all. You know, I would hope you wouldn't think that this is New York City. If you do, told the doctor.
Yeah, put the lime in the coconut. Because you're in the wrong place, my friend.
Right now we got Brudude. Going to be able to use those greens, but unfortunately not going to land. Mozilla had that defense to avoid those triple greens, and and now they're going to be here in third place. Uses the mushroom for that section. Very nice. Saves you a little bit of time going through that off-road. And now they got to work on getting those coins up. Neo here in second place. Going to get sniped, though. Throws the red shell forward out of anger. Could have held on to it, but Jaguar is here first. Going to get hit by that blue shell, and that's going to negate the red. But they're going to have one more coming. Has the bomb, backs it, so they're going to be safe for the time being.
And Neo got John Wicks there with that snipe. As we look back on Neo, still sitting pretty in second place, using that red shell as a defensive mechanism right now as they slide and glide into position as Morzilla trying to catch up, still finding himself in third place.
Going to be able to have a mushroom in hand, uses it, has a bomb. Will that come into play in this final section? A few more turns to go. We got Jaguars backing their green shell. It does not land, but they're going to be able to grab, guess what, one more. They can bounce it back off the walls, and that might do some damage for Morzilla right behind him. Going to be able to hold on to it. Does he back it? He does, trying to connect it to Morzilla, but he's able to avoid it. Second place for Morzilla, third place for Immortal, and that's what we're going to see. But really great work from those competitors so far. We're seeing them just barely scraping by, getting as many points as you can. There we go. That's that point total. 27, 27, 20, 16, 14, 13, 13, 9. And we rounded us out.
And I love to see somebody who's close to my age group getting it done. I do believe he's a few years younger than me because I'm old, just so old. But Morzilla showing up and showing the young folk, hey, doesn't matter how old you are, we can still play these games.
Absolutely. And that's what I was saying before. You know what? No matter what age you are, no matter who you are, we've seen the likes of prodigies being made in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with like literally 8-year-olds, you know, 10-year-olds. It's crazy how talented you can be if you put your head and put your time into something crazy like this. Like I said, there's so much to learn in this game. In so many situations you can...
It's also fun to learn this game.
That is true.
Like Elden Ring, that's frustrating. Okay, not
you think
so
that's
much
not
fun.
Frustrating a little bit? Come on, you're racing in first, and there's an item that
it's cartoon characters, bro. This is fun.
Technically, cartoon is Elden Ring if you think about it. Same thing. They're 3D cartoon. Yeah, right. Exactly. You know where I'm going.
Somewhere Mike is yelling at us from behind the bar.
He's like, no! What are you guys talking about? You're talking about them in the same sentence?
Don't worry, Mike. We're still waiting for Borderlands 4. It'll be coming soon as we check in on Nameless, sitting pretty in fourth, moving up to third place currently.
If you want to hear a sad story, Gearbox did allow someone who their wish was to play
I heard.
Borderlands 4.
And they were terminally ill.
They were terminally ill, but they said it was amazing. But yeah, honestly, that's optimistic for me. That's optimistic for me enough. But that was really cool of them to do that for them. But we're back to the Mario Kart.
Oh, bro, dude, so close to not making that, by the way.
Yeah, really just bumped the side of it, almost didn't get on there, but Neo's going to get shocked. You're going to get dropped down to 6th place. Neo playing extremely well, really talented racer. Haven't seen a lot of them before, but right now we got Immortal here in third place. Going to get caught in the off-road. Going to be dropping down to 5th. Let's see if they're going to be able to bring it all back. Remember, Cheeseland, it is another bagging track. You can go back, grab a ton of power items, and work your way forward. If you have mushrooms for this double cut, you're going to be in a really good spot. You're going to take over first so easy.
Yeah, like Primus, we are sailing the seas of cheese right now as we look at a squish-o-matic.
Optimus Prime?
No. No.
Yes, that's what you said.
Primus. No, Primus, it's a band. Anyways, all right, Squish-o-matic in second place right now.
Never knew Optimus Prime.
It's a really electronic band.
Neo's gonna be here in fourth place.
They created EDM.
They did. You're not even wrong. Right now, but goes the Fire Flower forward, backs it, tries to land it on the top with the Morzilla. Here's the target, but he's gonna be holding on to that final Fire Flower for that double out of box, but Morzilla misses that. Bad boy has a mushroom though. I would honestly just hold on to it for as long as you can.
Yes.
No way! The green shell flew off the glider ramp and hit the competitor in mid-air.
In the air, I just don't care. Getting it done as Jackie Juarez gets it done, finishing first place. Immortal coming in second and rounding out our top 5. Bra dude. We'll see who's in third place in just a moment. Sundrop!
Let's go. I'm just still shocked about that ending.
Yeah, that was crazy, right?
The green shell hit the... You realize they threw that a long time ago, and it bounces off. Guess what? Smart bounces off the glider. Hits him in midair. Oh, that's crazy.
Dak Prescott wouldn't have made that.
No, I heard. No, he wouldn't. That was pretty fire. That was pretty great.
It's true. It's true.
It's true. It's true. But we are getting into what I do believe is the final race of this whole qualifier.
Yeah, I think the qualifiers are over. There's not a qualifier 7.
And it cannot end on a better track than Moo Moo Meadows.
And you owe me $2. I want my $2.
Unfortunate.
Do you know that reference?
No.
Better Off Dead. It's a John Hughes movie. Oh my gosh. Do I have to teach you everything around here? I do.
Absolutely. John Hughes.
Yeah.
I think
do you even know that?
Colorful guy. Am I right? Hughes.
Oh, no. Breakfast Club. All right. Forget about it. As we check in on Sundrop, who a competitor I haven't seen before, but taking this course by storm right now, the HyperX, they have themselves in a good position to make it to the semis. Let's see if they do.
Yeah, they actually have a Moo Meadows on the trip. It's called In-N-Out. It's actually fantastic. You haven't tried it? Go do it. You know what? They might not have the carts out, but you'll enjoy it.
But if you're going to do the French fries, though, the only way to do them is animal style, because if not, the French fries are bunk.
No, I love those French fries.
No, you don't.
You don't like fresh things, do ya?
No, those French fries are trash.
No, they're amazing. What's better than French fries than that?
I love French fries.
Which one?
The ones I make at home.
Huh?
Burger King French fries? Yeah, Burger King's better. I'd even say McDonald's.
Get out of here. McDonald's is better than Burger King French fries. Let's be real.
You know what? Let's have a taste test. Next week, we'll bring in
all these French fries. Blind taste test.
Blind taste test, too. We'll have three types of French fries, and we'll do a blind taste test.
It's got to be like at least like 5. Come on.
Okay, so what else?
Like the blind
Wendy's
will be too obvious. Wendy's is actually a good one, I'd say.
All right, and then why don't we go with something local?
I'll have to think about it, but we were back in the race. Jaguar is here in second place. We are currently already on the final lap of Moo Meadows. Yes, it goes fast. But the Bulls going to be able to hop their way, not get the trick off the final mound, but it doesn't even matter. They are unbound and being able to grab that first place finish. Oh, Sundrop gets past at the line. Jaguars grabs it in second.
But Sundrop coming in third. Remember, that was a qualifier, so third will probably be a good position for her to be in.
Wow, this point total is crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
You don't even know. You saw it.
I saw it for a brief second, but I can't do math. We all know that.
Oh, man. Okay, we're going to be able to see it. What was that? It's kind of crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
That's kind of nuts. This on the bubble is going to be kind of crazy. I don't even know.
Stay tuned. It's about to get crazy up in here.
So right after this, right when we get these point totals accumulated, we're going to see the on the bubble, the final one. We're about to pop it and learn who's our semifinalists moving forward. 6 more races to, well, technically a lot more races to go, but 6 more in your respective semifinals. So guess what? 6 more races. You get to pick tracks. The player who wins their semifinals gets to ban a track for grand finals. This is now for getting in the money. So there's a lot more on the line.
This is on the line. You could be a Kardashian at a strip club making it rain. Or after this, you can go to Hometown Buffet and make it rain over there if you like.
Buffets are better.
I do love a good buffet.
They are great. You know what? Shout out your favorite buffet while we're at food. I'm getting hungry.
They don't make it anymore. I believe it used to be called Ponderosa.
Oh, what the heck?
My Nana used to take me there. My mom would never let me eat at buffets because she was just like, look, we couldn't go to medieval times because mom wouldn't eat with her hands. It's like that, okay? But Nana used to take me to a Ponderosa. So I have fond memories of that. And by the way, that sneeze guard, hey, when you're lower than that sneeze guard, you're just messing that whole thing up. We've got scores, though.
Don't tell me that. All right. I didn't even think about it before that. Okay. All right. We got Jaguars not sneezing around here. Going to be able to have a clean first place, 54 points. Immortal in second with 47. Mozilla in third with 41. And then the drop-off here, man. 12-point difference. Neo in fourth with 29 points. Brudude in fifth with 28. Tying with Sundrop. Crispy in seventh with 23. David in eighth with 20. Tying with Squishomatic and Nameless. They're in 10th with 17 points. And we will have the on the bubble probably right after this. But, man, this is going to be interesting with that 29, 28, 28.
I call 28 as being the cutoff.
I think you're going to be wrong.
I am going to be wrong.
33 is the cutoff. Ariel Apostle barely hanging on. Literally.
It's like we're in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, and if you get that joke, you're welcome.
Is that cheers for you?
Yes, that was for me because I'm so just darn funny.
So true. And what's funny about this is that so many great competitors, man, that we've seen tonight that are so talented. I hope we get to see them back next week because they were so good.
Yes.
But my goodness, this 6 qualifier night, it's built different. 33-point cutoff. We were almost there, actually. We were close.
We were close.
I think didn't I say like 33?
You did say 33, but I don't want to give you that because that only encourages
you. already did. I'll take
it. It only encourages you.
I am impressed with myself grabbing that 33 on the dot. Then you were like going down, and I'm like, maybe he has a point, and he did if this was 5 qualifiers, but that 6th one, bumping so many people out of the bubble, but this is going to be your semifinalists, not the respective semifinals, but top 24 is right here.
Let's give it up to Zach T and well, howdy for being the only unranked players in the bubble.
That is impressive. You really got to give yourself a pat on the back when it comes down to it because these are the best racers. You see them ranked for a reason, and you were able to get on by.
As we look at Immortal's favorite game, Clash Royale.
But we are going to be able to take a nap and play some Clash Royale right after this quick commercial break. We'll be back with semifinals, 1-2 grand finals right after this. I got it. Mr. Scooty, I need more than 3 minutes. cannoli, we're back with some more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Racing. We are currently getting ready, getting hyped, and getting connected controllers and everything else for these semifinals. And what I like to say all the time is that semifinals is now, guess what, 100 times the difficulty in my opinion.
It gets so much more competitive as we move into these later rounds. Forget about how competitive the grand finales are, because you first got to get through the semis. And you know what? It is not having your cake and eat it too, because this is going to be a little bit of what they call the work cut out for you.
It's the truth. Now these competitors are desperate. The point totals, throw them out the window. You are trying to now get top 6 overall to move forward to the grand finals and make money. But what comes first is 6 more races, which now you get to pick tracks, and whoever wins their respective semifinals gets to ban a track.
Yes, and you get to ban a track if you come in first place. Look, everybody except for Bobby Digital, please don't pick Baby. Just don't do it. I know Bobby will do it just to spite us up here in the booth, because that's one of his favorite pastimes.
But he will, and you just spoke it into existence.
I know.
But our first track of the day, serving it up Gary's way, is Yoshi's Valley, and we're going to get into this one. This is actually considered one of the most simple tracks in the game. You really just want to aim for the bridge and hold on, because that's the way to go back.
All right, we've got Batter Cookie as we look in on them. They are the person to beat right now. They had a perfect qualifier, landing themselves in first place each and every single time they were out.
Yeah, I mean, Batter Cookie playing extremely well. They haven't been with us for a while. They have to go back home, and then they come out here for holidays. But right now, in second, almost gets back, but slows down for the item box, which actually saved them. Uses the mushroom to get around 3 different competitors and take over first for the time being.
And that was a good example of how vacuum can work for you. They didn't necessarily slow down that much. They used it in pace, and they made it happen.
They really, really did. Really great work there, being able to utilize that mushroom to the best of their ability. 13 going to lose their mushroom, so they're going to drop down a few spots, going all the way down to 4th. And being in that Try Guy loadout, guess what? You can get bumped around and shot. We got Zach on the screen here, battling it out in this mid-pack.
Yeah, we're looking at Zach in 5th place, now in 3rd place. Now, which one of these tracks do you like to take when you're playing it?
You definitely want to aim for the bridge. The bridge is the fastest, but if you need coins, like what we saw Batter Cookie do in the very beginning of the race, you want to go for those coins as well, because there's not a lot to really grab per se. So if you're able to go those wider routes and grab coins, it'll work out for you better. But Mr. Scooty is just not having a good time. Avoids the boomerang, but almost gets run over by that bullet bill. Going to be able to grab that double line block.
Was that a Barbie car?
It's not the Cat Cruiser. You know what? Like, close enough.
I'm just saying, it looked like something Barbie would drive.
You know what? Close enough. Close enough. I will say it. We're in a Barbie's world in Yoshi's Valley, but we are currently on Jaguars in 3rd place.
Oh no! Off the bridge.
Off the bridge. Off the deep end indeed. As you currently see Emery in 4th place. Gonna have the Beyblade green shells. Voice the blue shell. Guess what? Unavoids another green smart bounce. Zeke Cat. The last time we saw him, he almost won a Saturday Night Speedway. So I hope that consistency is going to move forward. Almost bumps the side of the wall, but is able to hang on with that beautiful turbo. Going to go for the no-item shortcut. I don't know if it's going to work out for him, but they're going to be able to give themselves a first place finish with it. So they had the banana to keep themselves spaced from 2nd, which was Sloppy Gunner and Jaguars. Wow. Just barely making it to that finish line.
By the hair there, chinny chin chin. That was a hop, skip, and a jump into 1st place, and they're lucky that they made it, because it got a little bit sketchy there towards the end.
Little bit sketchy. I thought they were drawing stick figures for a second.
Yeah, that could have ended poorly.
It really could have, but it worked out. They had the banana to give themselves some space so the person can just take the shortcut and bounce them off the wall. Yeah. They had the potential of trailing out the person behind them, so it worked out. But just by the little milliseconds of seconds. But like we just said, you spoke it into existence, Logan.
It's my fault now. I see how you did it.
I did it though. I accepted responsibility the first time we got Baby Kart.
Didn't invite me over for Thanksgiving. Not even. I didn't even make the Christmas card list.
Didn't invite me for F1 to get served water by guess what? The one, the only Marky Mark. That's what I'm saying.
Marky Mark and his funky bunch, okay? Let's not get it wrong here.
The Funky Bunch is all
But the Funky Bunch are the ones you got to watch out for. Mark's a godly person. He's great, but the Funky Bunch, they're wild.
What's even more wild is getting all the Yoshi of all Yoshi tracks. We got Yoshi Valley, now we're going to Yoshi Circuit, which is actually, the mini-map is in the shape of a Yoshi.
It is actually in the shape
of a Yoshi. So cute.
It's adorable.
It's so nice. But right now we are seeing Jaguar getting bumped over to the side. Doesn't really matter that much. Throws the red shell forward to get rid of this.
No one took the waterfall.
No mushrooms to be found in that top 3, unfortunately. Nope. But Jaguars is going to slow down, back up, grab some coins, and go the bagging route instead.
And you know what? Very close to 10 as we check out with Whale Howdy in 4th place. And they've got their 10 coins holding on to that bomb.
Let's see. Will they be able to have an explosive showing in this one?
Oh, I see what you did there.
Hey, thank you. Only time will tell, though, as Sloppy Gunner going to be here in 4th place. Going to have a star in hand. Loses the star in hand by the Ghost, and they are never going to get that back. Blue Shell on the way for 1st place, though.
Now, using those mushrooms, here we go, waterfall.
There we go. Now Morzilla switching over to that, guess what, the one, the only, and now going back over to Zeke Cat, gonna be, hit.
That is the worst place to get hit from.
Yeah, into the off-road is just really unfortunate, not being able to go fast enough to hit that mini turbo into the no-item shortcut, but 13's gonna be here, throwing that boomerang forward, doesn't land on the 2nd place. We got 2 more tries. One more try, and
one more try.
Swing
and a miss.
Count, apparently, allegedly.
Hey, math is not our strong suit.
No, it's not. And guess what? Sloppy Gunner goes right in between those bananas, but grabs an item box, gets a banana of their own, and is able to stay on course. Sees the air horn right beside them, and they're going to be able to survive for that much longer.
Things are getting a little hectic out here as we check in on Emery, sitting pretty in 2nd place with that mushroom.
Oh, and that's going to come in clutch if there isn't
Hop
after you. But
no.
Going to get caught in the off-road, uses the mushroom when the blue shell locks on to the 1st place racer, and now Emery has a free run in 1st place with that protection of defense, a red shell. We got Immortal battling it out. 2 people, 3 people in stars, trying to just survive till the very end. Pops the air horn, takes out competitors. Emery grabs 1st, Jaguars in 2nd, and Zach in 3rd. Great finish there for them.
What a high IQ on Emery right there. That was it was a split-second decision that ended up making sure that she was able to grab that 1st place finish.
Absolutely. It really was the choice of saying they messed up the line, they hit the off-road, but they used the mushroom to say, hey, I'd rather have the distance between 1st and 2nd place as much as I can, and then go forward from there. So really great work by Emery.
Yeah, you know what? That's why she's ranked #1 in the HyperX Arena rankings. That could change by the end of today because we do have our top 11 in the house. Look, you've seen it all day long in the qualifiers. Those top competitors finishing in the top 4 spots each and every single qualifier. That tells you how important it is to be a true competitor here. It's not just showing up and saying, hey, I got this. It's showing up consistently week in and week out and saying, I got this.
That's what I'm talking about, and what we got is a randomizer that is on our side. We're going to Neo Bowser City, another track with no barriers, no fencing. You're going to have to fight for your life on these S turns.
I fight for my right to party, but this is going to be a little bit different. You're going to fight for your right to stay alive.
I would want to party at Neo Bowser City.
I could party there.
Look how nice it is. This is like the nicest Bowser location known to man. This is probably where he gets all his money from.
We're going to need an umbrella, but besides that, it's okay.
Yeah,
some galoshes, my nana might say.
You know what? That's just Seattle weather. You know what? We can live with it. Come on.
Hey, man, they gave us grunge. And Starbucks and Amazon.
You know what? That is true. I got to visit. That's where my brother lives. The first Starbucks ever. That line never ends.
Isn't your brother here?
Yes, he is. Shout out to my brother and my mom coming down to watch tonight. I appreciate them.
Yeah, I mean, normally they're thoroughly embarrassed, but tonight, they're right behind you showing their support.
You know what? You got to have a little bit of embarrassment in your life, don't you? Especially when you're watching Mario Kart and seeing how bad people are playing with their items. But that's not going to be Immortal today. Batter Cookie didn't see him at all in Yoshi Circuit, so now they're going to be working this top 3 run. Blue Shell on the way. That's going to land right on that Birdo. Emery going down.
Emery was still in first place, now fell all the way back to 5th, holding on to that banana. 4th, 5th, 4th, 5th. It's a battle for supremacy.
And guess what? unfortunately could not let it rip and did not win that battle. They're going to get trailed out by those triple bananas. Taco Cat's here in 4th place, backs the green, gets right around that star, gonna pop the ghost immediately. This is normally when you would see a shock potentially, but we'll see if the ghost timing was right or a little bit too soon. Taco Cat inside the place, gonna be able to hold on to that banana for dear life, backs it, has some triple greens. Zeke Cat gonna be here in 4th, grab some coins, only at 5, gotta get that coin number up, but Blue Shell on the way again.
You gotta get out of the way, and Zeke did. Batter Cookie cannot.
There we go.
Once again, how is this happening on the regular?
I do not know. Literally right when the blue shell lands, a shock happens. So if you, another shock happens, someone dodges in a bullet bill as well. Will Batter Cookie be able to hold on to 1st place? They're going to get passed up. That's Emery. What are you talking about?
At the last second, Emery takes the victory. Batter Cookie can't even see it. He's
the audience is going crazy.
Wow. People are out of their seats rushing the stage right now, and fingers are being pointed.
That is so nuts, man. If anyone was going to do it, I know we're glazing Emery a lot, but that's what she does best. Somehow, some way, has a power item, bullet bill, star or otherwise, dodges shock at the very last second, smuggles it up to 3rd, and takes over 1st. It's actually a reoccurring thing with Emery. I'm not even joking.
And by the way, none of our competitors that we're seeing on these lovely player cards have their favorite game as Mario Kart. Emery's favorite game is Black Ops 6. Okay, but
Emery, you gotta broaden your horizon a little bit. I am begging you. How'd you even not? Are you too young for the original Black Ops? Why 6? What made it so special?
It just came out, bro.
So what?
What?
Black Ops 1 is still better.
They're calling me.
Oh, you're lying to us.
So she's a liar, liar, pants on fire?
A fraud. What? Just said favorite game. Looks up most recent releases. What are you talking about? But honestly, I'm just ashamed. I'm ashamed. Emery, what the heck here?
I'm just surprised that no one picked Mario Kart as their favorite game as we check in on our race number 4 of our semifinal number 1.
Hey man, once you get around 4,000 hours into this game,
yeah, right. It all looks the same.
It all looks the same. You can only do so many mini turbos before you say, hey, guess what? Black Ops 6. I haven't even played it, but I know it'll probably be my favorite.
You love zombies, just.
Yeah, I do, but it hasn't hit as best as it has been in the previous. The classics are the best, as you would say.
Yes, I would say.
That's
an old
zombies
joke.
were pixelated, as you would remember.
Hey man, graphics were never gonna get any better than Tomb Raider 1.
No, they didn't. They really didn't. But Omoto's going to be here in 3rd place. Going to be able to switch swap, full gap jump. I love that little no item shortcut. I think it's very satisfying.
It is.
I thought they bumped off that other Yoshi off the bridge, but they were able to hang on. Sloppy Gunners here in 3rd place. Got the mushroom. Going to be able to just take it into another item box.
And grabs another mushroom for their troubles as they take a little flight here. Holding on to that mushroom for dear life. I don't like how it slows you down over here. I wish that you could keep flying a little bit. I never understood why the computer literally just slows you down on that guy.
Yeah, it's interesting. I would like to, you know what, maybe in the next Mario Kart, be able to deploy your glider and then
deploy it, right? Oh, that's a good one.
That would be kind of cool. Boom, with deploy glider, not deploy, maybe it's too broken. I don't know. There'll have to be a cool run on it. But Emery, not going to cool down here, gets hit by that blue shell, and now has it bombing in and trying to trail right behind that banana. Going to have to slow down, hitting that brake button, not getting trailed out just yet. Beautiful spacing here by Emery today, but going to lose the one item she really needed to take out that 1st place competitor right now.
Yeah, she's got that red shell, but they're holding on to that banana in defensive posture, so it's not going to do her a lot of help until they get rid of that banana. But Immortal now got rid of that banana as they're looking not so immortal, but a little bit mortal right now.
But guess what? They get one right back after the shock hits, so they got a little bit of defense for the time being, and Emery just trying to get around him, but Immortal just driving so insanely wild. These lines trying to trail her out, misses it. Blue shell on the way, and it lands trying to do the after you with this now. Now Emery gonna be here in 1st place, barely loses the banana. Red shell on the way, not going to land. has to get past this final section. Shot comes out, and that will confirm it for Emery, grabbing the first place finish.
You gotta love how Emery was tricking over that unstable bridge as Taco Cat comes in second place and Jackie Juarez rounds out the top 3, baby.
That's what we like to see. Guess what? Pod number 12. Oh, wow. Taco Cat is very far behind, all the way down in 8th place, and we're currently seeing that cutoff. Was that a very big cutoff margin? I did not get to see 31 to, I thought it said 18, but I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to
thought I
believe
saw
it.
18 as well.
I don't want to believe it.
I
So
mean,
that-
I believe in you.
7th place competitor has a lot of ground to make up, and we're not talking about racetracks. We're talking about point totals. Ooh-wee. We'll see how this is going to all round out with 2 more races to go.
Just 2 more races in our semifinal heat number 1. We've got another semifinal heat right after that, and that will determine who gets in the money, because if you're not first, you're last.
That's the mentality you got to have, right? Yes, you got to win that $200 for first place prize pool. Guess what? 125 for second, 75 for third. So you got to be able to break that down and learn all about it. That's what you're aiming for. But remember, every single person who makes it into grand finals will get paid out tonight. 2 baby parks on the board.
Yeah, see, they troll me.
They do.
I asked for it. I get it. I get it. I asked
Literally,
for it.
and they're serving you up on a silver platter.
Yeah, it's not silver though. It's more like copper.
Yeah.
They're like
You're giving it too much
They
credit.
don't want to break out
Copper,
the good china for me, okay?
No,
Yeah.
You're getting paper plates.
They put away the silverware when I come over. They're like, nah, just give the stainless steel. He'll steal it.
Stainless steel.
See what? Oh my gosh, where are we?
I don't know. This looks like...
I've never seen this map before.
Me either. Do you know how to race on this track?
It looks like a very long map.
Yeah.
Where items aren't going to be consequential at all.
Is this from Mario Kart 4?
I think it might be Mario Kart DS. I'm not quite sure.
It could be. I don't know. It just seems a little bit too complicated for me. Even if you look at the minimap, you just don't know where to go. You're seeing Immortal trying to figure out where to go, clearly going the wrong direction. I don't know if he's ever played this one before either.
Why is it all right turns? It's like NASCAR!
Hey, except I think NASCAR is more entertaining than this, because we are currently seeing Immortal going for that green shell snipe, going to get back by the fire flower. Jackie Wars in second, going to be able to avoid that green shell, not even checking that bad camera for that one, just saw it barely, was able to get out of the way.
Look, if they pick this map again, I'm going to go over my Christmas list, okay? Because I don't want to talk about this map anymore. It is pure luck!
It really is. At the end of the day, you're turning right and you're turning right again and you're turning right, but we only have 2 more right turns to go. We're going to be seeing Jackie Waters got those mushrooms. Will those be the game-changing difference? Taco Cat getting dropped all the way down to 3rd. They really need a good placement on this one. Going down the 4th, they're going to be able to at least grab something here. Batter Cookie grabbing first place, Zeke Cat in 2nd, and Jackie Waters in 3rd.
And there you go, rounding it all out. And our good friend Taco Cat.
Oh, okay, so 36, 34, 27. So going down to the final race.
Why is 27 the magic number? It keeps popping up. I know your 33 was the end-all be-all, but 27 keeps popping up.
I am curious because that competitor has a huge chance of actually getting into semifinals. There's 9 points, so that 36-point player has to get a bad spot. If they do, it's going to be quite an interesting switch up here. So we don't know who, what, where, or why, but we're going to see it eventually once we get done with this next race.
Man, the numbers, I wish I could do math because I am excited to see who's going to possibly be moving on.
The numbers, Logan, what do they mean?
Well, no, I don't actually. What's it from?
Black Ops. Come on, man. Come on. His name is Mason. But yeah, I switched it out. But it's still a reference.
I don't like Black Ops games.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
There's no way you couldn't like them. They have gambling in them.
I don't like the zombies. It's like watching a washing machine. Somebody running around in a circle every once in a while, turning around and shooting.
It's so satisfying.
There's nothing satisfying about that. That's boring.
No, you just get to mow down zombies. It's like mowing the lawn, but you're actually having someone run after you, and you're like, it's so nice.
Yeah, coming from a guy who plays lawnmower.
No, get it right. It's Card Game Shop Simulator. I'm not doing Lawnmower Simulator yet.
Yeah, that's next. After Power Wash Simulator.
There you go. Power Washing Simulator is fire, though. You know what?
Why don't you just come over and do chores at my place, okay?
Not as satisfying, man. You know what? It takes me hours to do that. Power Washing Simulator, minutes. But we are currently seeing Bowser's Castle 3 for the second time tonight. 13 gets hit by a green, but also throws a green shell out.
How do you feel about this loadout?
You know what? He gave up. That's
He
the
did,
loadout.
right?
That is the loadout when you see them, when they're like, you know what? I want to make my life even more miserable. I'm just going the heaviest loadout known to man.
Yeah, let me just put some rocks in my socks while I'm playing.
That's literally what it is. Emery, though, right now is in third place. Going to be able to avoid that banana trail. Uses the mushroom for that shortcut. Checking that back hammer. That's something that you see a lot of high-level competitors do, is always checking that back hammer to make sure that they're safe for the time being and that they don't have anything behind them and they have to slow down and get around them. But Sloppy Gunner going to drop down to second. Boomerang on the way. Emery takes over first.
And sitting in second place, we've got Sloppy Gunner. Third place, Taco Cat with that Australian boomerang. Trying to get close enough to be able to use it. And not close enough.
Oh, and misses it. Just throws it to the wall. Shot comes out. And that's going to allow them to grab an item box. But I think those top spot competitors were also shots before the item box as well. But we're already having another double item box coming right up. Serving it up fresh. Oh, no! And Yoshi's going to get cooked fresh in the lava. Guess what? Deep fried, that's what you ordered. Batter Cookies here in second place.
Yeah, that's like having an air fryer at home. It's just way too easy to use it. Batter Cookie using that red shell as a defensive mechanism right now. And they are sitting pretty in first place, although using that back shell, and they caught somebody with it.
Almost gets sniped with the bomb. Emery grabbing second, and Sloppy Gunner in third. And I do not know where poor Taco Cat landed.
Oh, no. We can see it.
Oh, no!
Oh, no.
That's a crazy point.
Wait till you see what we're knowing about. Just give us a second, okay?
Yes.
Just
point totals need to be calculated and correlated and mixed. So
trust us, it's a whoa no.
This is very sad to see. It is a very close call for that 5th, 6th, 7th place spot.
Man, oh man, oh man.
We're going to be getting to you that very soon, and we're also going to get semifinals number 2 up and rolling very soon as well.
Rolling.
That's what we love to do in Mario Kart, roll into the next lap. But we are currently going to be seeing who's going to be our first top 6 competitors for Grand Finals, who's getting paid out first. And then in Grand Finals, guess what? You're fighting every single lap, every single round to make more money and put yourself up the charts to grab more cash of this $700 prize pool happening every single week.
Single week right here. And coming up just around the corner, girls, boys, days, and thems, children of all ages, we've got our winter series here at the HyperX Arena. It all kicks off on December 22nd with Warzone Duos. On the 28th, we've got a little Counter-Strike dose. And on the 29th, Black Ops 6 gunfight, baby.
Maybe we'll see Emery in that one, you know?
Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. On the 30th, we've got Knockdown. The 3rd, we've got Frags. The 4th, we've got Speedway. Oh, yeah, you already know. And on the 5th, we've got, hey, Sports Night right here at the HyperX Arena. And then our main event, ding, ding, ding. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the HyperX Arena for 12 rounds of championship gaming.
Hey!
Our main event on the 10th, that's January 10th, we've got Frags. On the 11th, Speedway. And of course on the 12th, we round it all out with a little bit of that Rock'em Sock'em Knockdown.
That's what we love to see. It's going to be an amazing event, our winter series. Guess what? You can also win trophies. Custom trophies.
Real crystal trophies.
They are very, very nice, actually. I hope we get to be able to show them off one of these weeks as well.
Well, we'll steal one.
That is true.
And then we'll trade it. It'll be on your mantelpiece for a week. It'll be on my mantelpiece for a week.
You know what?
Don't tell Oliver, though. It's not like anybody can hear us in
If
here.
Oliver doesn't give us trophies for, you know,
I deserve a trophy every time I show up.
That's true.
That's just me. It's
a
hard.
Participation trophy.
No. It's hard being tall, dark, handsome, and modest, but somebody has to do it around here. I'm just, participation trophy.
Well, you already called yourself short, so who are you talking about?
Shh, they can't tell on camera. On camera, I look very tall.
You want to do the grand final standing up? Oh!
I'm not sitting on the ground. That's not.
If you
Standing on my chair.
Okay.
Just saying.
Like,
Yo, production is like, please don't leave frame again. Thank you so much. We thought you were a professional, sir.
No one's professional up here except the racers who are doing such great work. Actually, we were supposed to put money on who was going to fall
Yeah,
off
we were.
first.
Uh,
Bowser was in the lead.
Bowser was in the lead,
Bowser was in
but
the
Donkey
lead.
Kong is making it happen over
you
here.
know what? We're saying it's going to be funny just to do like a transition, watching them move every single qualifier, trying to keep track of who's what, where, and why. But you know what? I'm just excited to see who's placing and who's our top 6 competitors, and we're going to be getting those scores done momentarily.
I got my fingers crossed for a few competitors. Who do you think is going to be in the numero uno spot? It's hard
I would
to
say Emery.
I think it's going to be Emery.
You know, you got to just from what we saw potentially, we didn't see a lot of her in those last 2 races potentially, but you know what? It would be very, very interesting if she didn't grab it, but we'll see. Time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Who do you want to win this all tonight? We got our top 11 competitors. We've got so many talented people who've never been here before as well. T, and so many others. Who do you want to win?
Honestly, I'd love to see some of our competitors that are here a lot that haven't made it. I'd like to see Morzilla get in there. I'd love to see Bradu get in there. You know what? I just want to see a little bit of a change up here. That's all. We have these competitors that come in, week out. How long did it take you to get to your first grand finals?
100 and like something.
See?
Well, no, it was
Not easy.
It was like more like 70-ish, 80-ish.
70 or 80.
Yeah.
70 or 80 weeks, that is, by the way.
Yes.
So that's
But
years.
it
took years.
It did, okay? But I was a little bit shy, and I was a little bit stubborn, a lot of it stubborn. I didn't want a time trial. I was like, you know what? I'm going worldwide, and I'm calling it a day. I'm playing online and online only. I was too bored with time trials, so I never wanted to do that. I never really cared to just race by myself in time trials. Felt too lonely. But that's what I did. I said, and also I was a very anti-bagging advocate. I would not bag tracks at all.
I'm still an anti-bagging.
You'll come around.
I will.
Be seeing who's going forward.
Oh, let's find out.
Emery in first place, ranked number 1. We said it. 73 points. Batter Cookie in second with 65 points. Jaguars in third with 58. Tying with Zeke Cat with 58. Sloppy Gunner. Oh my God.
Yeah.
In fifth, 46 points, and Zach scrapes by in sixth place, 45 points, taking down Immortal, Taco Cat, 13, Mr. Scooty, Morzilla, and
Well Howdy
are all going home, getting defeated by Zach.
Yo, Zach, unranked Zach with the big phone. Look at the big brain on Zach. Hey, he's not just saved by the bell. He came in 6th place, and he is going to make it into the grand finale.
That is crazy. Great job to Zach making it into the grand finals. You're seeing how stacked this lobby is, and you know how difficult it is to make it in the grand finals, especially your first time here. Trust me, if you've been here, you know. If you don't, you don't know.
Well, now you know, and knowing's half the battle. Go G.I. Joe.
What's G.I. Joe know?
More than the Transformers do.
Do they?
No,
the
probably
Transformers
not.
Came first. That's why the live-action movies are inviting G.I. Joe over.
Do you realize when I was a kid that they created cartoons to sell toys?
Yes.
Those cartoons, He-Man was created just to sell toys, and it became one of the biggest cartoons of all time.
Yeah, they still do that. Why do you think they still making Star Wars? To sell no merchandise? What are you talking about?
Merchandising! Spaceballs 2 coming along. Yeah, that's happening.
Do you actually think that's going to be good? Do you have any faith in that being as good as the original?
No
way,
no
man.
way, right?
No way.
No way. Yeah, I mean,
now you're talking my language.
Mel Brooks is like 92.
He'll kill it.
Josh Gad.
He'll die on set.
Josh Gad and is apparently with him trying to write it. So fingers crossed it's going to be okay. I'm not going to say good.
Okay is all we can actually hope
for real though. Just be okay.
Just don't be bad. Just don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Take your time, man.
That was one of those movies that just, I don't know if you can recreate the awesomeness.
No, because it's so iconic because it happened once.
It was irreverent.
It was just no one else did it. They did it once and that was it. You know what? Now you're playing the same jokes over again. How do you do the rule of threes on the second movie? You don't.
And no John Candy.
Not a sweet situation to be in.
Can we go to break? I'm sick of being next to him.
No,
I'm joking. I'm joking.
But we are currently going to get ready for these
Yes.
competitors to getting all the controllers connected, getting in the lobby, and
Get in the lobby.
doing their best of trying to get the mental game ready. It's 6 more races, so they have a long ways to go. And then Grand Finals is 8 races, so they still have a lot more racing to go.
Let's talk about that mental game. What was the biggest thing that you had to get over to be able to be a true competitor here at the HyperX Arena?
I think at the end of the day, one, using your back camera, because there's a lot of mistakes that you don't realize, especially when you're using defense offensively and you don't realize the person behind you has a red shell. Once I was like slamming that into my mind, that's when I won my first Speedway. Unironically, that was when it really clicked. Well, not my first, but second, that's what really clicked with me. I was like, back camera, very useful. But it's also the mental game of saying that we're all on an equal playing field technically, right? We all start almost at the same spot on the starting line, right? Yep. And every time I went on stage, every time I tell myself, I'm like, I've been playing this game, I know this game. It's the same thing as if I was going into a worldwide lobby. I just got to tell myself that, and I'll be able to race well. Because it's when you start overthinking, panicking, your adrenaline starts pumping. That's when you start to lose your train of thought, and it goes haywire. When you start to think that everyone's on the same playing field, then everything makes sense.
Okay.
I think so, in my opinion. But, ooh, we got one of the racers on the floor right now in first place. Going to be able to be on Dry Desert. Just saw that track momentarily. But, yeah, you know what? We got those set up for you guys. If you want to play some more Mario Kart, go grab a controller and play.
Yeah, and we've got the F1 simulators in the back, and they are for free. My favorite 4-letter word. Free.
And you can, guess what, get connected, play against friends, time trial against friends as well. So it's a lot of fun. Guess what? They are super, super cool. If you haven't already, right near, guess what? Snack bar, counter, not really. Don't go past the line. Area, you're going to be seeing it on the side of the arena and be able to just ask someone and they'll get you hooked up and ready to go and playing on those F1 simulators.
Yeah, they are pretty, very, very nice. I want to get a pickup truck so I can take one home.
That would be cool. You know what?
Would that be great to have one of those in your house?
It would be. I was looking at, like, GameStop was having a deal on,
like... play Mario Kart on that?
I would not doubt it, unironically. I was looking at that, too, because they GameStop had some of those, like, you know how you had the brake wheel, this gas, you know, the Bluetooth wheels and stuff. I was like, that kind of sounds satisfying. I'm not even going to lie to you. It looks a little bit fun. But you know what? Black Friday deals are not what they used to be.
They're not, are they? They're really not, right?
No, not at all. Yeah, I did get Tears of the Kingdom for $30, though, on Walmart. So shout out Walmart for actually doing something right. But honestly...
Not a paid promotion.
Not paid. Actually not sponsored. But $30 for Tears of the Kingdom. That's a heck of a deal.
That is a really good deal,
$70 game. Not deserving to be $70, but $70 game.
How did these games get so outrageously expensive?
They said, hey, you know what would be funny? $10 more.
Hey, what if we just throw another $10 on there?
Why not?
What are you going to do about it? Complain?
Nothing. Yeah.
You got to spend the $10.
And then guess what? When they make terrible games, it will be $3 on sale on Steam in just a few months. Hey, guess what? Shout out Suicide Squad.
Yeah, you remember when games came out and they were complete?
No, never.
Like, you could actually put them in and they played the way they were supposed to? Them's were the days.
You mean you didn't have day one patches your entire life?
No, we had these games that you'd put into a system and then you would play them. It's amazing. You didn't have to download anything. They were either on a disc or a cart. You put them right into a physical...
My earliest memory of, like, internet, like, actually using it was having... You know, those slide phones and stuff like that. But to get a ringtone, it was basically we got the privilege one time to get a ringtone for our slide up phones, because when you went on the internet, the more time you spent on the internet, the more it cost. So we literally had like 30 seconds or less, a minute max, to go on the internet, grab a ringtone for our phones, and then get off. But what I did wrong, my brother got a ringtone.
So
I had a dial-up tone, so when you called me, the song would play, and I was so upset that I picked the wrong thing. I was so angry. I was actually like, no. I was trying to find the ringtone on my phone, and then Mike called me, and he's like, yeah, I can hear it now. And I'm like, oh, no. I was so devastated.
So I will say, I'm so old, and you will say,
okay, yes.
How old are you?
85.
No. I'm so old.
How old are you?
I'm so old that my first cell phone was a Nokia that I wasn't allowed to use because it cost $9 a minute. My parents gave it to me when I went off to college, and they said, you better be dying if you pick up this phone and use it. If you're not calling 911, don't even look at that thing. It doesn't exist. It was a
The temptation was just...
It was a Nokia phone, and it was the size of your water bottle. This is my phone. Hey, Mom. Yeah, it's $9 a minute. How you doing over there? Tell Dad I'm just calling random people long distance. Yeah, that was a thing.
It's still a thing.
No, you don't have to charge. You don't get
Well, if you do like cross country, it's extra.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's still extra.
You have a regular phone?
Yes, it's
Who's
still
got
extra.
a regular phone, bro? It would just
What are you talking about?
Just telemarketers call you up. I mean, a regular phone doesn't work for anything but telemarketing.
That is true.
Right? You pick it up and it's just
not like a regular phone. But I'm just saying, yeah, if you go to another country, you got to get it all set up, and you have to pay more. I'm telling you.
All right, we'll see.
I'm telling you. But what I am telling you is we're finally ready for semifinals number 2. We're going back to Senesbo for the second time tonight.
All right, well, hey, there is no forgiveness on this track. You better play it tight and you better play it fast.
Yeah, you know what? And it's really, the colors alone, I can just look at the road and just be like, oh.
It's so pretty.
It really is. It's gorgeous. And
All the Rainbow Road tracks are like that.
they really are. And there's actually a modder online that changes and they'll bring up things and get those things closer. So he has one where all of those in the distance are like super close together and it just looks so trippy and so cool. And what's not cool is Aeropostale just getting bumped off the racetrack.
Bumped off the track, a little shake your rump as they use that mushroom to pull themselves over that jump. Because if you don't use a mushroom there, you will fail.
You will fail, and it's not a good time. Unless you just go shorter, even though it really doesn't save you any time at all. If you just trick off the ramp, just go right or left. But if you have a mushroom, take that ending ramp. And especially this next section right here, taking that ramp is very useful as well.
You can hop, skip, and a jump over there, can't you?
Yeah, and hop, skip, and a jump, and fall off the track as we're seeing C2 unfortunately getting item screened and piranha planted. Not a combination you want to be a part of.
No, you definitely don't. As we check in on J-Dex for the first time in quite a little while, they're in 4th place, and they're battling for 3rd right now.
Yeah, and honestly, having to use that red shell for defense rather than offense, that's really brutal. But right now, Alleycat
goes for the jump we were previously talking about and did not make it. Swing and a miss.
And a swing and a hit as we're going to see that red shell land, and the blue shell, and the purple shell, and the green shell all going to take down Alleycat. Blue shell going to land right at the line. Yezi got to be able to grab that 2nd place finish. And T in 1st, Bobby in 3rd.
And you know what? 3rd place will get you to the final. So, you know what? That's really all you need is to try to concentrate on getting into those top 3 so that you can guarantee yourself a slot.
Top 6 is even like a really nice, safe spot. As long as you're getting like in that realm of top 6, you're going to find yourself in a really good spot pertaining. I mean, if you think about it, guess what? 7 times 3, 43, you're going to be able to get in a really nice spot.
You did math. I'm so proud of you.
I don't even know.
Oh, look at you growing up.
I don't know if I'm right, bro.
You're growing up in front of our eyes.
You've talked about my food, and all the brain power is now in the stomach of being hungry. Talking about buffets. The other commentator got food poisoning, so maybe I should think about that from Chili's of all places, man. Come on. But we're going to DP3 for the next race.
I want my baby back, baby back.
That's what he got.
I just want my stomach back. Ribs.
That is true. That's what they should be called. But DP3 is going to be the track that I used to hate a lot, but then I finally time trialed it. It's not so bad.
He wasn't good at it. That's why I didn't like it. If you don't like a track, it's because you're not good at it and you should practice it.
It is still a boring track in my opinion, but you're not even wrong. You'll like a track more if you practice it and can actually race on it. That's all I'm saying. And C2, changing over to the Kamek loadout, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, backing that whole bit right there. Grabs a banana and 3 mushrooms for their trouble as we check in on Bobby Digital in 3rd place, battling it out for 2nd, but no items right now, and that may be a detriment to his trying to move up the ladder.
Yeah, honestly, remember, DP3 is a track that is slippery.
Yeah.
You do not want to get off your line track because you're going to be finding yourself in the grass very easily, but Bobby's going to be here, going to be able to take that no item into an air horn. It hits 3 different competitors, and now Bobby going to fight their way in this mid-pack.
That was a great use of that air horn, hitting 3 players all at once. 3 for your money. And J-Deck's sitting here with that mushroom. Got to get out of that blue shell's way, and they do just that.
J-Deck's going to, get hit by the red shell. Saw it in the back camera. Waits for the bomb to explode, but guess what? C2 is there to slam him with the star. Aerial Apostle here in 4th place. Hits the plant, but still going to be able to hold on to that no item shortcut. Going to also hold on to those items. Doesn't go for the item box. And really, smart play there with what they have currently stored up.
Yeah, that no item shortcut is a little bit tricky. It's tricky to rock around, that's right on time. It's tricky. We've seen it mess up some of these players as Ankles makes every other player grab theirs and comes in 1st place with T coming in 2nd place and rounding out our top 3. You got the area. Stop.
There you go. You know what? And we're going to be able to see the point total right now rounding out. Guess what? Goodness. Pod number 9, 4,
Goodness
5, 6,
gracious, great balls of Mario Kart.
7, 8, 9.
He's counting. He's gonna take off his shoes if we're not careful.
You know what? We gotta do that eventually.
Do your sock laundry. What's up?
I can't see you.
You can't see.
Oh, Super Dom is actually. I think.
Let's go, Super Dom.
First, I think. I don't know. Actually, am I blind? I don't know. Maybe I did not use brain right, but I do not know.
I use brain left.
Use brain left. Yes, that's not the brain side you want to be braining. But it doesn't take a brainiac to know that we're about to see the randomizer one more time. Actually, more than one more time. But honestly, I'm liking the tracks that we're seeing right now. Guess what? We got some Rome. We got some Maple Treeway. Neo Bowser's. Mario Kart Stadium. Guess
Two
what?
randos.
2 randos. Interesting decision there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
my lord.
Animal Crossing. We don't get to see that track enough. So
it's
I'm
a very
okay with
peaceful track, by the way.
Sometimes. If you don't get snow, if we don't get the winter. But the winter would suit with where we're at right now. So do we get it? Yes or no?
Are the 4 seasons. Look, it's a great place to stay. We're not getting snow. Snow is not on the Weather Channel's.
Oh, good thing
you should have bet me $1.
I should have. I should have done double or nothing real fast. Oh, no.
I won my $2.
Super Dom is here in 10th. It's this snow. I swear it's so much different.
It is,
the
right?
most slipperiest track that I've ever played on. You will be seeing these competitors slip and slide, like literally Super Dom going all the way across the map. It's crazy.
And it doesn't play like the mud does. It's got a totally different feel to it.
It really doesn't. I am not even lying when I tell you I think this is like the slipperiest of all slipperiness. It is just how it is, and I will live and die by it. That it is somehow way more slippery than any other track. But Alley Cat also going to bump the wall, and those are the things that are going to happen on Snow Animal Crossing, because you're going to take these lines but slide a little bit more and hit these walls or rocks.
Now, do they have snow tires in this game?
You wish they did.
Yeah, I do, right?
You want to keep safe, you got to get the snow tires, but unfortunately the Mario Kart characters have plants that eat each other on the track, so I don't think their safety is number 1 concern.
I don't think it is at all. As we check it on Kiro, is battling for 6th place right now with those 3 shoots. Alley Cat in 2nd. No items right now. They need to change that as they fall into 4th place. And Bobby in 1st.
Yeah, gonna get that lead trimmed down just a little bit, but still in 1st place. The other competitor gonna get hit out who took that shortcut, so now that's gonna allow Bobby to get even more of a lead.
Bobby's looking good, and so are those snowmen. I wish they would come to life.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be start walking around, you know what, kind of cross like a snowman type vibe.
Yeah.
There we go. You know what?
Corn cob pipe and a button nose and slide made out of coal. Hey!
Hey, all these other competitors are going to get coal if they do not hit out Bobby, who currently right now looks like they have a 1st place race confirmed. Basically, we currently see them going to be able to take these last few turns and grab another 1st place finish. Really great work by Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby Digital getting it done, and he immediately picks up his handheld and gets right back to practicing Mario Kart. That's the dedication it takes.
So I did count wrong.
Okay.
All right. So pod number 9, we got the point totals right here. Fortunately, number 2 thingy taking over 6. I thought.
Are the numbers up there?
7, 8, 9. So yeah, T was in 1st place.
7, 8, 9. There's a joke in there somewhere.
Oh, 7, 8, 9. What a classic. What a classic, Logan.
Hey, it's a dad joke, and guess what? I'm not a dad. But I'm old enough to be your dad.
Yeah, unironically, yes, but also, do you not know that? You know what? You're saying the dad jokes. Might be one out there somewhere.
I'm going to come over with my New Balances and mow your lawn for you, okay? And afterwards, I'm going to get on your barbecue.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And I'm not going to let you touch it. No, I got this.
I
got
it.
this.
It's burning. but it's fine. That's what adds flavor.
Yeah, let me press these burgers down so we just get all the juices out of it. Let's just dry this guy out.
Yeah, you know what? Relatable.
Yeah.
That's a dad thing to do.
That is such a dad thing to do.
But we are going to Mushroom Gorge for the second time tonight. A lot of
Yep.
repicks in terms of what these competitors are looking for once they get those track selections going. But still, Mushroom Gorge,
Yep.
very fun track. You know how to be consistent with it. You're going to be winning with it.
Yeah, you need to be consistent here, and you need to pop, lock, and drop those tricks each and every single time you hit a jump. As we see T going for some heavy backing right here.
Yeah, T, honestly, Mushroom Gorge is not a bad thing to do. Grab some points, get up to 10, and start going. And honestly, like I said, if you're able to land that gap cut, you're going to be grabbing a lot of spots by the end of the race.
And just by virtue of getting those 10 points and being able to grab an item as well, that's going to put them into a good position to be able to not be in the back-to-back for too long. Checking on Super Dom in 4th, 5th, 4th, 6th, it's a battle.
It is, but going to be able to confirm that 4th place for the time being as using that shortcut, but did not go for the gap cut, so they're not too confident there. Got to time for a little bit more, but still going to be able to be in a pretty good spot going into the second lap.
Was able to use that red shell as a defensive mechanism, and there gets all of their stuff taken. They took their Jordans and their lunch money.
That is not what you want to see, especially with how expensive those Jordans are on Fortnite, but we are currently seeing it. Ankle's gonna drop off the stage to avoid the blue. Shot comes out. All of the progress in terms of coin running is done.
Ankle's dropped all the way back to 8th place now. Bobby in 3rd place, 4th place, 5th. As we see a little, we got a little mirrored cart in front of him over there. Somebody else is picking the same loadout.
Ooh, able to avoid that air horn from that same loadout. Throws the blue shell forward. Bobby currently working their way up in 4th place. Blue shell on the way, about to land. Is there going to be another shot? Only time will tell. Bobby pops the star. Will it be enough to get them into 3rd place? C2 going to be able to pop the mushroom. We don't get to see who survived the cut, but it's going to be Kiro, who got a good finish last time, and Bobby in 3rd.
Yezi coming in 1st place, making it look so easy. That last little hop, skip, and a jump over there, man, that one terrifies me. I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
You gotta have a set on you to be able to make that move.
I think on Donkey Kong Summit, it's even worse.
It is
because
actually,
of the fact that, at least in this gap jump, guess what? Lakitu goes immediately to save you. But on Donkey Kong Summit, you're literally falling. Lakitu wakes up, falling, and then he comes to save you. It's crazy.
We did see Jadex not make that jump earlier, and it did seem like Lakitu was right up there. Oh, I got you.
But on Donkey Kong Summit, he's sleeping, just like he should be sleeping on that track. Guess what? But we are currently going to Maple Treeway.
There's a syrup joke in there somewhere. Anyways,
there is.
I'm not going to make it because it's
Syrup
lame.
Food. Waffles or pancakes?
Man, I do love a good waffle, but I've been making a lot of pancakes lately because I don't have a waffle maker. I once dated a girl who, for her sweet 16 birthday, wanted a waffle maker. I was like, people ask for cards. She's like, give me a waffle maker. She was cheap.
Got the priorities right.
Yeah, she was cheap.
You know what? I respect it. You know? And honestly, I don't even make my own waffles. You know that. You gotta just get those pre-made. Guess what? Later my egg.
Yeah, just because mom makes your breakfast for you doesn't mean that it's pre-made.
I know
it's not pre-made.
Thank you, Logan.
It's not pre-made.
Thank you, Logan. I have my fair and balanced diet. We talked about it. Those eggs are scrambling your brain. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I learned it by watching you.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
Ankles is here in 12th place. Got that mushroom in hand. Hopefully he doesn't scramble his eggs and brain. Manchild gonna get hit by that red shell. Drop it down to 7.
Yeah, that's Manchild doesn't not want to be back there, but using 2 mushrooms as opposed to just popping one at a time. They're still holding on to one. They may want to pop it when they get to the other side over here.
It's not bad to use it on the brighter seconds because you are driving slower on the lighter. Oh, Alley Cat getting back by the green. We're back to the classics.
Yeah.
We're back to the show.
Yo, those have taken the wind down of a lot of player sales today. The green shell has been the bane of a lot of people's existence.
I would say a lot of things have taken the wind out of the sales. Am I right? Black Friday reference. Am I right? And
oh no!
Where is he going?
What just happened? I thought they were going to be able to scoot underneath that fence, but not the case.
Not the case at all. Not the case you want to make if you're trying to win this race. Yezi gonna use the banana to dodge the blue shell, just barely having enough invisibility range to avoid it, and now red shell going to get blocked by banana, but no double defense for Yezi. Blocked the blue, blocked the red, but cannot block the double red. Bobby getting shocked, and now gonna be able to use that mushroom, get a little bit of space between themselves in second place. This is actually the track that Bobby lost MomoCon getting into Grand Finals. A very controversial play that I've talked about that he could have fit through a bomb explosion right at the end. But right now, he's playing like a bomb as he's making an explosive entrance in the first place. Currently going to be T though with those triple names.
Well, this is a revenge track for Bobby at this point, as T is right behind, but not close enough. I gotta think that Bobby's gonna be able to pull this out unless T is able to pull within a couple of feet of them. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen. But
or blue shell, you know what?
I would drop a banana on that. I would drop a banana on that right there.
Honestly, I would have as well. Realizing that
that bridge
item box too, you can actually sabotage a lot of other people's races. But trying to be nice out here, Bobby gonna be able to avoid every single bomb under the sun. Grabs first place this time, and then second place gonna be T. T really showing up. They struggled more in qualifiers than they did in semis. They are playing so well right now, and now we're seeing that 6th, 7th, and 8th, and 9th place competitor all so close together.
Well, here's the thing is this is when you want to start to ramp up your momentum. Qualifiers just get on to the semis, but when you're in the semis, ramp it up. Start to turn it up to 11. Why? Because that's how high it goes. You need that momentum going into the grand finals to be able to pull you all the way in there and make sure that you get that top 3 finish in the grand finals and get that podium. So you're up there with a little bit of that money and a little bit of that trash talk and a little bit of that fame.
There you go. You know what? That's what we're all here for. But we're also here to see Coconut Mall again.
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 Let's see it again.
And again.
You know what?
And again.
I want to see it one more time.
Why not?
Do it again.
Again.
One more time.
And again. Quadruple or no, wait, it would be triple. Double or nothing. Guess what? Do we see Coconut Mall in Grand Final?
No. No, we don't see it in the Grand Finals. Dude, this is like, dude, where's my car? And then?
But Manchild gonna be able to grab an item box, just barely slipping by.
There we go. There we go.
Shortcut takes over first place. This is the final race of semifinals number 2, and then we get to see our top 12 grand finals.
It's about to get real. So you need to finish in the top 3 if you haven't finished in the top 6 all day long. You may be out for lunch, but this is the map that you need to make it on because this is your last chance.
I really thought that green shell was
so did I. I really did too.
Yezi gonna get hit by that red shell. They were really not ready for that one. We're currently going to drop down to third.
Did you hear the trepidation in my voice? I was kind of waiting for it to happen. I was like, hold on. Wait a minute.
We can just wait for all of it to go wrong. And truly, you just know it. You feel it in your stomach, right? You're just like, yep, something bad's about to happen. There's no way.
Well, I mean, if you haven't been paying attention at home, when you hit a green shell and it hits a wall, it becomes a red shell. It doesn't turn red, but it becomes more of a seeking shell, which is what the Reds set out to do. I love this over here. You got to pull it in. There you go. I love that from Jadex right there. That is the maneuver that I love to see.
I don't know why that's so satisfying.
It is, right?
I don't get it, but it just really, really is. Bobby gonna be able to wait in the shortcut, uses the mushroom dive. Gonna be able to keep the battle going for first place right now.
That was really good high IQ shown by Bobby. We've seen it time and time again from Bobby. Again,
we're not even on TikTok or Vlog because we've seen it time and time again.
Right? And here we go with the shortcut. It is Bobby's match to lose. That red shell is right there, and that red shell don't care.
And now Aeropostale trying to defend themselves with the bomb, and Bobby has the defense they need to survive. Jadex in second, and that's looking like, no, Aeropostale, will they be able to make it? They do! The blue shell explosion hit 4th place, which allowed Ariel to grab that 3rd place finish.
And Ariel, out of the top 3, was the only player to not have a full 10 coins. Want to go back to those 10 coins once again? My good friend over here told you how important it is. It's super important. It's like roller tires and 10 coins. Those are the 2 things that you can do for yourself to make sure you're going in a good direction. Please.
And even when you use mushrooms or otherwise, having those 10 coins makes you go so much faster because your top speed with a mushroom is faster than another top person's top speed with a mushroom. So it just makes sense. Remember, coin's not there for aesthetics. Coin is there for to go faster. I like to make the comparison. Having 10 coins is going 45 miles per hour. Having 0 coins, you're going 40 max top speed. So do you want to be going 45 or 40?
I want to go 45.
Exactly. Don't be a Californian and go 45 miles per hour on our streets. That's what you need to do.
By the way, I was recently in LA for the Esports Awards, and I got to tell you, there is no place in LA that you can go for under an hour. It takes an hour to go everywhere. I literally got in a limo to go to the Esports, and the driver looks at all of us and he goes, "Oh man, I wish you guys got here 5 minutes ago." And I go, "Why?" He goes, "Because it just changed from 23 minutes to an hour and 34 minutes." I was like, "How? What do you mean it just changed? The 405 just got blocked up?"
Yes. Just everyone just conjoined at once.
LA is frustrating, I'm not going to lie.
I went out there recently as well, and we were like shopping around and stuff like that. And then when we got there, I was like, oh, it's literally 20 minutes back, 30 minutes back to the hotel. Hour and a half. We waited hours for that traffic to let up. We left at like 7 o'clock, almost 8 o'clock to go back. Hour and a half in traffic. It's crazy work. I don't know. And that's going to happen here. It's not good.
I had to make the limo driver pull over to use a bathroom, and we go to a restaurant. I'm wearing a tuxedo, mind you. And I walk into this restaurant. Everybody just looks at me, and I see the bathroom door says, "Bathroom only for patrons," or for patrons only. And I go, "Oh." And I walk up, and I'm in a tuxedo, and the guy goes, "What's up?" I go, May I use the bathroom?" And he goes, "Yeah, you're in a tuxedo. You're good." He throws me the key.
He said, "You're not going to be doing anything wrong in there."
No, he's wearing a tuxedo. What damage could he do? So I kicked over the trash can. I filled up the sink with toilet paper, started running the water, and I ran out of there.
That's the way to do it. Said, never trust someone in a tuxedo. What are you talking about? What kind? You didn't do your job right. You said, "Hey, I'm not a patron." Oh, that's so funny.
I was just there to cause havoc.
That's the way to do it. You know what? Especially in California, man. That's the way to do it. Sorry for any Californians watching.
Yeah, the California raisins did it. And I ate some of those.
You know what?
Raisins. They were grapes, and now they're just not good.
But what is good is the point total, Bobby. Number 2, but number 1 in semis. In first place, 71 points. T absolutely just playing out of their mind right now. Really great turnaround for themselves. In second place with 60 points. Yezi in third with 52 points. Kiro in fourth with 47. Ankles in fifth with 40. Tying with Ariel Postal with 40 points. And that's going to eliminate Manchild and Super Dom.
At 39 points, only 1 point behind. I am crying for you right now, Manchild and Super Dom. I have tears in there, not of joy.
That is crazy. Jadex in ninth with 28 points. Not a great showing, coming back along with the C2 in 10th place with 28 points. Zabgo in 11th with 27. And Alleycat, who played so well in their qualifiers as well, in 12th place with 21 points. But that is going to be your top 6 next racers, and we're calling them out right now.
Yeah, you can hear Oliver getting it down.
That is going to be your top 12 competitors, and we'll probably have that list up momentarily as well to call you guys out once again. But momentarily, we'll see if they do that. But
they're going to have no
I don't
fear.
know. No, I don't know. I was like, if Oliver did it, do they want me to repeat it? Thank you. Okay, good. You already heard your name once. You don't get it again, all right? You know what? What more do you want from us?
Hey, man, they want shout-outs, bro.
Yeah, that is true. You know what? We love shout-outs out here.
I write your name and your phone number in the bathroom every time I'm here, so you get your shout-out that way.
So many
now you get so many calls, huh?
You're just like, hey, look, this guy named Logan left your number and we'll stop. You write Logan. Logan left this. Call this number.
No, I just said call this number and bother them. Hey, the earlier in the morning, the better. All right, you know what? We got the grand finals. Who do you think's gonna win?
We will know right after this quick commercial break. Please stick with us for grand finals of Saturday going to Night Speedway.
Dude,